basically right now. So we should be good to go. We're up and running with the Irvine Dragons versus the Franklin Stealth here. We're a little late here, 4 minutes already into game one. Irvine Dragons up 4-1 in this best of 5 series. This is the semifinals for the Rocket League bracket here on the North XP League North American Regionals. And I'm joined again
right now. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I'm joined again by our wonderful, knowledgeable, and definitely way better than me caster, Bry Onick.
Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, we're watching the Irvine Dragons take on the Franklin Stealth. Now the Dragons to this point, when looking at their history, it shows that they have been a very consistent team through the past year. They've had 6 wins, 3 losses. And right now looks like they're cruising on to another win, 5-1 here with 40 seconds left. Now 6-1 with 34.
Yeah, Irvine Dragons making a strong statement here in the first game.
And to get you guys kind of acquainted, on the orange side for the Franklin Stealth, you have Icy Fire 7, Pokey Mine, Buki Yogurt, and on the Irvine Dragon blue side, you have Fujay, Fat Hubert, and Doom. Fujay will send it down to the corner with 10 seconds left, 6-1 here with 7 seconds left to go in game number 1 in this best of 5 losers bracket elimination tournament. 1 second to go. Franklin trying to get a last second goal, but not able to lift it up enough. So Irvine making a statement win here. You can see with the touches on the Irvine side, pretty low actually compared to the Franklin Stealth. Fujay, the one with the most in both teams with 53, followed suit by Doom with 33, or excuse me, actually followed suit by Icy Fire 7 with 36, then Doom with 33. As we're having a little bit of a connection issue as Pokemon left the match. We'll probably be back in a second.
Again, some info here. It's Pokey Mini-Me for them, but yeah, a little bit of a connection issue. No problem there. They're just getting stuff set up. Let's cut it back to over here to us here. So we didn't get to see much of that match, but based on the strong performance from the Irvine Dragons there, you know, what were kind of the standout stats there that really kind of point to the result of that match?
Definitely that touches factor, and the fact that the Irvine Dragons actually had the player with the most touches in Doom with I believe 53. It was still counting, so that's definitely going to be Fujay had the most with 53, and that's definitely going to be a factor moving forward, as the person with the most possession has the off chance of winning the game. Is Fujay playing it out in front, trying to look for the setup with Fat Hubert. Doom holding it in to the Franklin Stealth zone. Out in front, and a shot dribbles up to the net, and that gets cleared off by Icy Fire. Fujay trying to play it across. That gets taken away. Aerial try held in by Hubert, going off the backboard, and Spooky Yogurt able to play that one off. Fujay trying to kill it out in front and wait for a player, but no one home as Doom takes it away, and a shot just goes off the post, and a rebound will play it on to the side as Spooky Yogurt tries to clear, held in by Fujay, and now Panwi will play it across. I believe that, yeah, okay, never mind. Fujay has it at the center of the pitch. 3:49 left to go. Panwi having a little bit of trouble with it. Fujay out in front to Fat Hubert, who scores!
Beautiful pickup there from Fat Hubert. Fujay with a wonderful little 1v2 here, able to get the pass off to Fat Hubert. Fat Hubert clutches it in, ends the play.
And Panwy tried to play a little bit more defense as Doom has a shot just going across and missing the side of the net. And a rebound will be cleared up by by Spooky Yogurt, who gets it in and does it all himself. Spooky Yogurt scores. That was a one-man show if I've ever seen it. Spooky Yogurt not only saves the goal, he takes it down the pitch, flips it on net, and banks it in. And we are tied up here at 1 with 3:30 left to go. 20. Gets stabbed by Doom. Fat Hubert. Out to the side and a chip-on shot scores! Doom gets the goal. And the Irvine Dragons have reclaimed the lead. Fat Hubert tried to tip that one in further, but even if he did, I mean, that ball was going in anyway. It was too awkward for the Franklin Stealth defense to play it, and it's just a perfect shot by Fujay.
And just look at the difference in the speed of play here from some of the first matches we watched yesterday and to now. I mean, the speed of play is just exponential here. The plays are happening so much more quickly. Everyone is constantly at max speed. I mean, this really just goes to show the level of competition we're seeing later on in this bracket.
And the one thing that I noticed is that no one's really hoarding their boosts as we saw in the early matches. As quickly as you see people go up to 15, 45, 100, as Fujay coming in, and he shoots, and he scores! Fujay yet again, and he makes it 3-1 Irvine Dragons.
Beautiful little pickup into the corner with the wall set up. Awesome. And he did it all himself. You know, his teammates were off getting the corner boost there with 100 boost. Beautifully done there from Fujay.
As the Irvine Dragons in the driver's seat. But for now, Spooky Yogurt takes it off the post. And a rebound will go into the corner. Flipped across and cleared up as Doom comes in. And he gets challenged by Spooky Yogurt. That's Hubert going off the side of the net. That will be crossed laterally in the stealth zone going from corner to corner. At the center of the pitch. Trying to bring it down. 2 minutes, 2 left to go. He'll hit it onto the corner. Rolling off the top. Trying to clear it as Doom. Held in. Icy Fire. Hubert. Aerial try. He gets it down into the Franklin stealth zone. Has it into the corner. It is pawned away by Pawnee. And now Fujay with a lob shot, and that one will be cleared off by Spooky Yogurt as Fat Hubert tried to get a clearance. And now Doom will play it into the corner a little bit too hard. And now Fat Hubert back down low into the corner. Caressing the backboard. And now Doom dropping it right in front of the goal mouth. Fat Hubert not able to find it. A little bit too awkward for him. 1:14 left to go. As a shot going off the backboard. Rebound out in front. And Pawnee just couldn't get it.
Beautiful little double tap attempt there. Trying to get it off the backboard, but a little too high on there. Is going to get it just bouncing off there.
Spooky Yogurt. He'll pass it across. Pawnee with a chance, and Icy Fire will help out, hitting it into the corner. Pawnee, a shot, he scores!
Nice little
pickup.
pickup.
Go away just yet.
Nice
That
little.
was a nice pickup that you did. Go ahead.
Just, I mean, it's hard to read those corner bounces, and Pawnee reads it perfectly in the right spot at the right time. Nice little hit to bump it in.
That was a perfect play there by Pawnee as he has a chance again, and Icy Fire not able to corral it. Spooky Fire trying to connect with Spooky Yogurt. Icy Fire not able to find it. Doom playing it above. 30 seconds left. Spooky Yogurt turns it over, and a shot that'll go off the defense. Doom with it, and he scores! Turning it over, getting the goal. and the insurance for the Irvine Dragons.
Man, sharks in the water here. Look at Fat Hubert and Doom just sharking around in that center zone, looking for any opportunity. And the Franklin Stealth give it to them with that demo there.
And now with 17 seconds left, it's going to be, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw an all-defensive mindset here for the Irvine Dragons. Spooky Yogurt fails to clear. Doom holds it in. 1 second left to go, and that'll be that. Triple committing on the final play. Not exactly what I would have seen for these Irvine Dragons, but it worked. Fujay with another 54, 55 touches, and now they're going to switch the server. So we're going to have to kind of reset here.
And with that, the Irvine Dragons go up 2-0 in this best of 5 series. We're looking to be a quick series here for the Irvine Dragons and Franklin Stealth. So this is game point for the Irvine Dragons, and this is their tournament life here for the Franklin Stealth. If they want to continue in bracket, they're going to have to pick it up a little bit here and figure something out for how to deal with what the Irvine Dragons are throwing at them.
Yeah, and I feel like with the Irvine Dragons, with the way that they've been kind of working their offensive cycle, it's really a cutthroat kind of way where they keep it in the offensive zone, cycle it around, but it's always with the shots with them. It's always with the touches. They always want the ball. And I feel like with these Dragons, if they keep that pressure up, it's going to be a little harder for these Franklin team to kind of combat that. And as for Franklin, the one thing that the Dragons have kind of forced them like not to do, essentially, is set up their offense with the keepaways, with the takeaways. The Franklin, they've done a good job on setting up their defense, but the Dragons not letting them kind of set up anything as they get a shot. Chance, rebound, scores! Pawnee! And as I say that, the Franklin Stealth able to knot one up, but notice how it was a transition. It wasn't a full-on offensive attack. It turned on a transition and a breakout. So I feel like if the Franklin Stealth want to come away with this game and try to force a game 4, they're going to have to work on their transition game.
Absolutely. Do you think the switch to NA East is going to make a big difference here? I mean, Irvine Dragons all the way in California, Franklin all the way in Tennessee. Do you think that's going to give a big advantage to Franklin going in here, or do you think it's mostly mental?
I feel like it's mental as a shot goes in and Fujay scores! What a beautiful play! Flips it above one. Goes above the other. And with that flip reset, able to get the goal, knotting this thing at 1 with 4:21 left to go.
I believe kids call that breaking ankles, right?
Yeah, definitely. This man showed the deeks. And to get back to your question, I feel like it is mental, although if you ask the players, they'll say, you know, I'm feeling a little off. The controller feels a little sluggish. But sometimes that's just nerves, where you're playing, but because of the nerves, it's almost as if you're causing delay in yourself. So with these guys getting a server reset, it's a chance to not only, you know, see if it actually is, you know, a ping thing, but also to see kind of like as Fat Hubert scores. Excuse me, I've been rambling. And a good play by Fat Hubert.
All the way across the map. Spooky Yogurt still almost gets it.
I feel like that one was a Hail Mary pass. As Fujay trying to hold it down in the corner. 3:37 left to go.
And you know, you might take a look at that last shot and think, oh, that's an easy one. Open net across the field, whatever, no big deal. Go into free play, try that out. That's a hard shot to hit all the way across the map, especially with that much power.
Yeah, definitely. And as Fat Hubert scores again! second goal of the game. And Fat Hubert has made his name known here this round.
Wow, indeed. Fat Hubert playing amazing right now.
With 3:23 left to go, Franklin Stealth down by 2, and Irvine Dragons really taking it to the house here. Pokey Mini-Me. That's how you say it. Yogurt trying to give it to Mini-Me, and that one will go square off the backboard. Fat Hubert playing it down in his own corner, turning it over, going off the backboard again, trying to find Spooky Yogurt, just overshoots him, and now Doom coming back the other way with a tip on, and it's going in. He scores! Fat Hubert, hat-trick goal! What a shot!
What do you think he was trying to go for here? Just tap it up to make it harder to defend, or do you think he was just trying to get the goal credit here?
You know, I wouldn't say that. It was coming in fast, and what he essentially did, he turned a four-seam fastball into a knuckleball as Fujay comes in and puts the exclamation point.
Man, Irvine Dragons really turn it up here in the last minute or so. And yeah, I gotta agree. I think, you know, that last shot was pretty predictable, easy to defend, but Fat Hubert going in there, tipping it up just a little bit, throws off the defense because they have to commit early to how they're going to defend. And so once the trajectory of the ball changes like that, you can't defend it anymore.
As Doom comes in, he tries to bank pass it, and that's a good save by Spooky Yogurt. There's a little bit of hockey fact if anybody's interested. That play is actually used in the NHL where you take a slap shot, tip it, and it would kind of change speed and trajectory, so it would kind of flip up and almost lob over the goaltender. So that's actually pretty interesting that I saw that in Rocket League today. As Fat Hubert plays it down into the corner. Spooky Yogurt trying to play it across. They'll get it into the corner. Yogurt to Fat Hubert.
Oh, beautiful control there. Just look at the aerial control there. So smooth.
Talk about handling. That was a great play by Fat Hubert. Spooky Yogurt trying to give it back. Fujay. Spooky Yogurt yet again. Giving it across. Fat Hubert can't get it. And a rebound will play it across. Fujay. And he gets demolished there as Spooky Yogurt hitting the pine. As Fat Hubert again, he scores! 4 goals, 1 game. Have yourself a day. And that was an excellent shot to boot. You know, honestly, looking at Fat Hubert's play style, it's really high IQ Rocket League play. He knows the game and he's comfortable with it, and you can tell by the way he has his shots. I'd keep an eye on Fat Hubert, definitely, throughout his career. Doom, trying to play it across. Hackett's poke checked away. Hit away. Fujay, off the wall. Good flip try, and he'll poke it down into the corner. 49 seconds left. Bonnie trying to clear it. Pokey Mini-Me not able to find it. And now Doom has it down to the corner. Fat Hubert back down low for Doom. And that will be hit out to the side.
Yeah, a little too low on that ball there. Hits it up. They were probably going for more of a center hit, maybe a little bit on top so that it angles down.
And he turns it over and a shot. He scores! Fat Hubert! 5 goals! And he just won't stop.
Just beautifully reads the defense there. Instantly pops it low. You know, the defense has been so accustomed to Fat Hubert going for these higher shots on the goal. Fat Hubert knows that. He's conditioned them all match and then instantly just puts it in low, goes for the simple shot.
He tries to play it across. 18 seconds left. Doom takes it away. And as you said, they have had a tough time reading Fat Hubert's shots. As Pawnee trying to take it away, poke check by Doom. Doom not able to find it, and it's pitchforked away by Fujay. Fujian out into the side, and a shot will go off the side of the net, and Franklin Stealth can't find the goal, and now it is all but over. Irvine Dragons take this one in a series sweep in this best of 5.
Irvine Dragons looking absolutely incredible this game. I have to say the biggest difference maker there was just the beautiful rotations from Irvine Dragons. If you take a look at kind of that replay from that match, what we saw a lot of was we saw a lot of Irvine always being in the right spot, always having a player in rotation ready to be in the play no matter where the ball bounced off, no matter where it passed off to. I mean, they were just always there. Meanwhile, if you take a look at Franklin Stealth, if you kind of zoomed out a little bit, what you notice is Franklin Stealth were kind of bunched up a lot throughout that match. So you notice they're always playing together as a unit, which, you know, they're basically triple committing to every play. Irvine Dragons capitalized on that every single time and were able to get tons of openings. And so that's why you're seeing such a discrepancy between those scoreboards.
Yeah, and I feel like if you look at the way that they were cycling in players, I've actually personally never seen that before with Rocket League. I know it's probably something that happens a lot because, again, it's forcing everybody to kind of work together as a unit. But if you notice, Fuji, Fat Hubert, and Doom, they all work together a little bit better because I feel like they have a little bit more of chemistry together. They're the only 3 people on that field for the Irvine Dragons. So it kind of forces them to get used to each other, to kind of know each other. And once you have that chemistry, it's easy to make those plays. And I noticed that a lot with especially Fat Hubert and Doom, making those backhand plays where it's just like, I know I may not see him, but I know that he's there behind me. I know that I can backhand pass that, bank it off the boards, and he'll be right behind me trying to get that shot off. And with Fuji, I love the way that he plays things up. With Fuji, he throws it up and he waits for one of his teammates to try to get into the ball into the aerial shot or going off the backboard. So all 3 guys showing a lot of trust in each other. And it's not like one guy. I know Fat Hubert had like 5 goals, and that's insane because with him, he had not only 5 goals, but he had a save, 40 touches, 6 shots. But the work and the divide definitely distributed evenly, with especially like Doom having 4 assists, and with Fat Hubert, I think he really took advantage of that fact that they all work together as a unit. So good game for the Irvine Dragons, and better luck next time for the Franklin Stealth.
Yeah, absolutely. What I want you folks at home to look out for, you know, you're looking at a high level team when you kind of see the triangle, the trifecta between the players. So I did a little bit of studying up yesterday. And so basically what you want to look out for is you want to look for the players forming kind of a triangle and then rotating where they are on that triangle. So they're constantly circling positions so that one of them is always ready to go into the play for that ball, wherever that ball may go. If it's past midfield, if it bounces off the corner, they're always in motion, ready to react.
Yeah, and that's one thing again, and forgive me for making this parallel because I'm a hockey announcer by trade, but again, I can compare this to a hockey standpoint where you have 2 guys in either face-off centers and 1 guy on the blue line. So it's like if this is the net, you're working with two players in the side, 1 player in the back, and you cycle through the ball. And it's not just to make a pretty play. With these guys, it's always to get the goal. And I think I saw the best example of that with Fat Hubert when Doom had that rocket shot coming in. He was at the side waiting for a tip in. So when he saw that shot going in and saw 2 defenders there ready to save it, he went up and he tipped the ball and made it, like I said, he turned it from a 4-seam fastball into a changeup. So these guys could not react in time. And it was right on the goal line. And to have that kind of skill, that not only hand-eye coordination, but the timing of it. Excellent play there by all involved. And like you said, you can definitely tell these guys are a notch above the rest. Both teams. Definitely a notch above the rest. and their skill just kind of shows forward. And it's going to be interesting how they react to this next round against the Macomb Heroes.
Macomb Heroes also a fantastically strong team. We saw them play yesterday. We're going to be in for a really exciting match here coming up for elimination brackets finals before heading off into the grand final. So keep it right here at twitch.tv/XP League. Share the stream. Thank you so much for supporting the players participating in today's Rocket League regionals. If you'd like to watch some Valorant, over on twitch.tv/XPLHQ. Jay Melamed, our CEO, and Colorblind should be doing some commentary over there later today. And I believe they're live right now with some Valorant matches as well, if you guys want to go check that out. But for more Rocket League, keep it right here at twitch.tv/XP League. We'll catch you guys after the break.
Check it out.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close, stuck in overtime.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
And they take it, they're so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hanover Horn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me.
Dad, all right, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills. You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does? So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Fruit Siva!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of a team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go, group in now. Push in. We don't have to. Good game.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
And they take it, they're so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hanover Horn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
This year, XP League brings the North American Finals to the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress and Full Sail Live venue. The best youth gamers from across the US and Canada will battle head-to-head for the championship title this June. Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
I'm the coach for XP League and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch, it varies, it depends on the game. The games change all the time and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go, 1, 2, 3, keep your hands straight, keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer and to treat everyone with respect.
Let me get him from above. I have my ultimate.
Perfect, keep going, keep going.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Check it out.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close, stuck in overtime.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
And they take it, it's so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Men Overhorn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me.
Dad, all right, push up with me. Push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not.
Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boopsiva!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports, They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Group in now. Push in. We don't have to dead. Good game.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
And they take it, they circle, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Men over Horn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
This year, XP League brings the North American Finals to the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress and Full Sail Live venue. The best youth gamers from across the US and Canada will battle head-to-head for the championship title this June. Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Journey begins at xpleague.gg.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Check it out.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close, stuck in overtime.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
And they take it, they circle, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Men over Horn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, Our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve, and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Steve!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need heals. Nice. Go, group in now. Push in. We don't have enough time.
We got it.
Good game.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
They take it. They're so close. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hanover Horn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
This year, XP League brings the North American Finals to the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress and Full Sail Live venue. The best youth gamers from across the US and Canada will battle head-to-head for the championship title this June. Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Check it out.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close. Stuck in overtime.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
They take it. They're so close. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hanover Horn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Steve!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need heals. Oh, nice. Go, group in now. Push in. We don't have to dead. Good game.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
They take it, they're so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hanover Horn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
This year, XP League brings the North American Finals to the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress and Full Sail Live venue. The best youth gamers from across the US and Canada will battle head-to-head for the championship title this June. Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Journey begins at xpleague.gg.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Check it out.
putting so much into the fight. We are so close, stuck in overtime.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
And they take it, they circle it, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Overhorn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boop
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice job. Go, group in now. Push in. We don't have to dead. Good game.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
And they take it, they circle it, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Overhorn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
This year, XP League brings the North American Finals to the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress and Full Sail Live venue. The best youth gamers from across the US and Canada will battle head-to-head for the championship title this June. Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies, it depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect, keep going, keep going.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Check it out.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close, stuck in overtime.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
They take it, they're so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hanover Horn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Welcome back here. Oh, wow. They're already started.
They sure have, man. They sure have. And here we are with the Irvine Dragons and the Macomb Heroes in game 1 of this series. 1-2 here with 2 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock.
And we saw a lot of these guys yesterday. Dap Dap, Rick, and someone named JT for the Irvine Dragons on the blue side. And for the orange side, Fujay, Fat Hubert, and Doom. We saw them take out what was essentially a strong team against the Franklin Stealth. So now down 2-1 with about 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. There's a shot from Fat Hubert, who scores! And he ties this thing up. What a good play by Fat Hubert. So Macomb Heroes up by 2 now. Let's try to play that one down. I actually believe it is. Yeah.
Orange is Irvine, so I'm going to have to go ahead and swap this around really quick.
Yeah, that kind of threw me off a little bit. My bad. My bad, my bad. Sorry. As they get it out in front. And Doom, he scores! Yet again! And now the Macomb Heroes down by 3, while the Irvine Dragons get themselves settled here in round number 6. Losers final bracket here, as the winner of this moves on to the grand finals.
Man, watching the Irvine Dragons play like this, it's making me wonder, how did they end up in losers bracket so soon? I mean, they're playing amazing.
A lot of time when it comes to winner bracket v loser bracket, it takes one bad match to kind of set you off. And with the Macomb Heroes and the Irvine Dragons, I think both of them just had that one bad match there in the winners bracket, because both teams really showed their dominance throughout the tournament. It's going to be interesting how they see this through.
Well, they ended up where they deserved to be through their sheer effort and will. Congratulations to both these teams making it so far. They're both guaranteed at least 3rd place in this regional event and will be making it to the North American Finals. But before that, they're going to be testing their mettle here to see who will come out on top between these two top-tier teams.
So Irvine trying to play it down. Macomb Heroes. They hold it down into the Irvine zone. Irvine trying to clear it up, and they do, as they give it across. Dap Dap for the Heroes, turning it over, and a shot! Save rebound for Doom, who scores! And Doom makes it 5-1. what a good play. Setting off the backboard for Fujie as Doom comes in and essentially just puts the biscuit in the basket. 30 seconds left, and it's 5-1 for the Dragons.
I got a correction here from Real Quality in the chat. Maybe they've got some inside intel. It's pronounced Fuji.
Fuji. Okay, excuse me.
Like Fuji water.
So, my apologies for that. Fuji. Back down. Taken away, intercepted by Dap Dap. Dap with a final shot, taken away by Doom. Trying to keep it alive was Dap Dap, but just got too much under it. And this game goes in the way of the Dragon.
Well played, well played. Looks like the Irvine Dragons backed out really quick here. Looks like they're going to go for a server swap here. Let's go ahead and cut to us while we wait for them to get themselves sorted out for the next match.
Yeah, and you mentioned while we were off camera that this is a West Coast, East Coast kind of matchup. So this is when I would say, yeah, the server definitely has a lot to do with it. And both teams are going to have to kind of battle the high pings. But I feel like in that first matchup, Macomb Heroes, they were feeling the lag a little bit. I saw a lot of delayed reactions from them. But for the Irvine Dragons, and I'll tell you, that Irvine team definitely deserves to be there. They showed their prowess here in this first game, especially with Doom and Fuji playing a little bit of player support for Fat Hubert. So it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this match plays out.
Absolutely. I mean, these are some really strong teams here playing their absolute hearts out. Macomb Heroes, Irvine Dragons, both able to play at super high levels. What I want to see from the Macomb Heroes is I really want to see them take this to a game 5. I want to see a close game here. I want to see them adapt to what the Irvine Dragons are doing. I mean, those Irvine Dragons, their positioning is impeccable throughout that match there. If you watch them, there's always somebody there ready for the pickup, no matter where the ball goes. And I want to see the Macomb Heroes, one up them on that. I want to see them ready to go no matter what the Irvine Dragons have ready to go. I want to see the Macomb Heroes have an answer for it.
Yeah, and I feel like you're going to see that, especially in this next match with the server reset. I'm predicting it's going to be more of a Macomb Heroes type style of play. They're going to come back, and they're going to come back strong. And I feel like this series could go to a game 5. The only unfortunate thing about it is it may come down to who has server advantage come game 5. But I feel like with both teams, they're good enough to battle the high pings. They're good enough to kind of trust each other through, maybe lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and we've seen in several kind of tests before that, across the games in XP League, ping, the biggest difference it makes is to your mental game for sure, just how comfortable you are naturally. But, what we see time and time again is that if you're the better team, at the end of the day, you're going to come out on top. Maybe in a couple micro situations, that ping will make a small difference, but at the end of the day, skill is everything, and that is what's going to carry you to the finish. And it's very, very rarely going to be the ping or the latency that ends up being the decision maker there. And with that said, we're going to be going into this game on East Coast server, so we'll see if there's any truth to that. I think the biggest thing it's going to be is just a mental boost to Macomb to be able to go, okay, we're on our home turf. I don't have I can feel a little good. I can feel like I have an advantage, however small it may be. I can feel like I have an advantage going into this. I can carry that good feeling into my play.
Oh no, definitely. And going into this next game on East Coast servers, it's just feeling, like you said, it's that feeling of we have control here. So that's why I feel like it's going to go more of the Macomb Heroes way. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable on this server, and it's going to be more of their style of play. Whereas the Irvine Dragons, with this kind of reset, they were off to a hot start. And if you remember, last game, it was the, I believe, Franklin Stealth that kind of paused things and switched servers as well. That one, I would say, was was more of like, we need to mentally reset. And it didn't affect the Irvine Dragons at all. They came back and they played even stronger. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Heroes and the Dragons play throughout this next game.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Macomb here, let's talk about the play styles here on both sides. I feel like what the Irvine Dragons have is this really, really powerful kind of positioning, rotation, kind of strategic play where what they're doing is they're constantly sharking for those opportunities and kind of poking holes in various defenses and offenses. So I feel like their strength is definitely in their rotations and in their positioning. While Macomb Heroes, I think, is a very aggressive team. They like to play for the demos. They like to play and double commit sometimes and even triple commit on certain offensive plays when they feel it's right. So, I'm curious to see, what's going to end up coming on top in the end. Is it going to be the Macomb Heroes pressure breaking down that kind of strategic positioning of the Irvine Dragons, or is it going to be the Irvine Dragons kind of holding strong? So I kind of see it as like a battle between unstoppable object, immovable object, unstoppable force.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be wrong to make that assessment. I feel like with the Macomb Heroes, their more play style is a high octane, high energy passing. And with the Irvine Dragon, or actually no, other way around. Sorry, I got them mixed up for a second. With the Macomb Heroes, their, like you said, is more of a physical. It's more of a grunge type play where they like to force the ball into down and dirty areas and having their team kind of dig that out. Whereas on the other side, it's almost, juxtaposition where the Irvine Dragons, they like the more high octane passing plays. They like showing up and showing out when it comes to passing, when it comes to shooting, and when it comes to their speed. It's definitely something to take note. So it's more of, what works better, speed or grit. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this.
I want to give a shout out to everybody watching in chat right now. I can even see some of the players actually watching in chat right now. We're on delay, so it's not like you guys are getting any awesome info. And besides, if you're trying to watch on here, you're not going to get anything special from here. But I see Fuji in the chat. I see someone named V Busey's 98 in the chat. Real quality. Floating Tree. I recognize Floating Tree as a coach. I think they're an Irvine coach. TTV Doom 20. That's one of the players here. Awesome. So awesome. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. Thank you guys. You guys are playing amazing. We're looking forward to more of you guys' matches.
Yeah, definitely. You guys are playing your hearts out, and it's going to be fun to see how this kind of pans out.
Awesome. So since we've got Fuji here, Fuji, how you feeling going into this game too, man? You feeling good? How's the vibe? Is the vibe good? Are you guys excited? Are you guys feeling good?
Yeah, I'm more interested to see how you guys are kind of taking this break. Oh, I think we got Doom here too.
We've got Doom here. Awesome. Yeah, feeling great, pumped up. Doom saying thanks. Facts for sure. Awesome.
So how are you guys taking this break? You guys just kind of keeping each other warmed up, or are you guys just trying to hype each other up?
You guys running to get some water, doing some push-ups? Is your coach hyping you guys up?
Dang, you gotta stay hydrated. That's the one thing.
Absolutely.
That is the one thing.
I've got myself an amazing, great value drinking water right here.
Oh, dude, I got Members Mark purified water, man. Oh, man. You know that would be a great sponsor.
Fuji in the chat saying, just chilling, keep the mental all good, high vibes. Awesome. Spoken like a true Irvine player with those good vibes, man. Shaka. It's okay. Brian and I are both West Coast. We're both Californians. We can say that.
Oh, you're from Irvine, California, huh? Dang, dude. I think that's like an hour or two away from me. Yeah, Irvine dudes. Always love to talk to them, dude. They're always so chill. But yeah. It's always important to kind of keep yourself, mellow throughout.
Oh, we got someone from the Storm here. Barca615, 2 good opponents. Storm ready to take on whoever comes out on top. Storm, the Franklin Storm being the team that is waiting in grand finals for whichever of these 2 teams comes out on top. Franklin Storm, another just absolutely amazing team. I'd love to see the Franklin Storm and just kind of get them set up against like a pro team, or whoever wins this match. I'd love to like set them up against a pro team as like an exhibition match. That'd be so cool.
Dude, I feel bad for the pro team. These guys are actually really good.
Floating Tree, thank you so much. I see your message now. I didn't hear the ping, so I didn't get it, but I'll go ahead and get us going. It looks like you guys are getting started.
Oh, that's sick. Bark is saying that some level teams in money tournaments, so that's actually pretty cool. But getting back to this match, Macomb Heroes, Irvine Dragons resetting here with 4:41 left to go. So only 10 seconds gone. We didn't miss much. And 1 game gone in the way of the Dragon. Doom still headed across, trying to find Fat Hubert. Out to the other way. Someone named JT turning it over to Doom. Doom out to Fat Hubert, and that turned into a defensive lapse. Dap will get credit for it. He just nudged it on net. Doom trying to volley it up, but a little too soft as he tried to go off the backboard there for Fat Hubert, but ended up going bar down on his own net. So the Macomb Heroes are the ones that kind of take advantage of that mishap.
And Dap, an incredible mechanical player here, goes up off the backboard. Ricky looking for the follow-up, and Doom running downfield, looking to chase that ball down and keep the pressure on Macomb.
Yeah, the most important thing is not to overthink that first shot and not to overcompensate. It's a mistake. It happens. Best thing to do is just shrug it off and get back to the next one. Fat Hubert kills it down to the corner. Dap now saves it. Dap trying to go down pitch. He has it down to the high slot, trying to give it over. Doom rolling it off the wall. Fat Hubert met by someone named JT. Rick out to the side, passes it over to Dap. Dap out in front, and that gets taken away by Fuji. Fuji to JT. JT trying to shoot it on net, and that's a good save by Fat Hubert. Now coming back the other way. Rick trying to play it. JT gets bumped, and now a shot going high and above, wide of the net. Fuji lobbing it, going off the backboard, and a rebound for Fat Hubert, and a shot and a good save by Rick.
So as we go into more and more high-level Rocket League play, we're going to see more and more of the play happening up in the air. And what I want you guys to look for is kind of the rock, paper, scissors of aerial play. You know, when you bring the ball up into the air and your car's flying, the rock, paper, scissors is you can go for like a bump, you can go for a flick, or you can kind of maybe go for some kind of straight shot play to kind of fake them out. So when we're looking at these aerial plays, trying to figure out what kind of is the rock, paper, scissors of that. Are they going to go up in the air? When they're up in the air, are they going for the bump? Are they going for a flick? Are they going to try and get a reset on there? So look out for those kind of different mix-ups from the aerial plays.
As Fuji ties up this game 1-1, 2:39 left to go. And it's all about those micro games within the game as a shot going in, and someone named JT scores! And Macomb Heroes take the lead again. And that, I believe, was a defensive lapse there by Irvine Dragons. No one in front of the net, no one to challenge JT, and he comes up with an easy goal. Dap going off the wall. Doom. Fat Hubert. Hubert off the backboard, and the rebound will go off the backboard thanks to Dap. And now Rick trying to volley it. That gets hit up, straight up and beyond by Fuji. Fuji with a shot and a good save by Dap. Dap gets it, lobs it up, and that one will be saved and shot to the side by Fat Hubert. Fuji off the wall. Fat Hubert with a chance, and he scores! What a good play! Fat Hubert gets the bump from Fuji, goes above and beyond, kind of deking his way into the net and making this one a 2-2 game with little under 2 minutes left to go.
I mean, that was just beautiful there. I mean, Fat Hubert had only like maybe a 2-second window to react to the opening there. I mean, Dap was just speeding right towards that goal. If they'd been maybe just a second or two off on that opportunity, they wouldn't have had that opening for that goal.
As Rick gets demolished, Fuji. They'll have it out to the side. Minute 33 left to go. Dap. Out in front, backhand try. And that one will be saved. Someone named JT. Going across, looking for Dap, who scores! What a beautiful setup by JT. Going off the corner, out the side of the net. And it's punched in by Dap to get the lead yet again. It's
so tricky by Dap there. If you look at the kind of the approach he was going for on that goal, it looks like he's gonna flick it up in the air, but he instead angles it down. He goes for that kind of the jump, the boost on his car, and then never goes for the flick. So he faked out the defense there really beautifully.
So 3-2 with a minute left to go. This one is gonna be a finish to remember. As Rick clears it. 56 seconds. Turned around by Doom. Doom trying to kill it out in front. Fuji able to play it above the wall. Fat Hubert down low. Dap not able to clear. Now someone named JT forcing him deeper into Irvine territory. Fuji, Dap out in front, and a shot. He scores! Rick! And that's the insurance goal they needed.
Look at that, just absolute trust in their teammate there from Dap. Rick already in the play, ready to go, waiting for the moment from that Dap, lays it up and boom, sinks it in.
35 seconds, and Doom flipping it above, going back beyond the backboard, and now Rick has it down into Irvine territory. Someone named JT. That one is cleared above as Fuji guides it near, and Fat Hubert, he scores! Irvine Dragons aren't done yet. Excellent play by Fuji. They gotta give the backhand pass.
18 seconds on the clock. It's do or die for Irvine Dragons in game 2 here.
Dap. 11 seconds. Trying to keep it alive. Rick. Far close, and that one is taken away. Fuji back down the other side, trying to keep this thing alive. Fat Hubert cycling it around, and that one's killed. What a good defensive stop. Dap absolutely saved his team a goal there, killing it into the side, and now we're going to get another server reset.
A nice little, a very savvy little bump down into the corner, into the side of the wall there to keep the ball out of play. If they just kind of kept going and accelerating towards the goal, they would have missed that ball. Ball would have probably kept in play for a little bit longer, but they keep it savvy, they keep it simple, kill the ball right there, end the match.
And you can absolutely tell who knows their stuff in this round. That play by Dap, a lot of people would kind of panic and try to clear it all the way across and caress it around the boards, but he knew that if he stopped and he stopped the ball from proceeding forward and stopped all momentum, he knew that it was just going to die in the corner. So that was a great play by Dap. And not to understate that the Irvine Dragons, even though they lost that one, they kept it in. They kept it in that game. But with the kind of tenacity of the Macomb Heroes, they showed why they're here. They really did. They're up by one. Granted, that first goal, it was kind of just a defensive error by the Irvine Dragons. But every time the Irvine Dragons came back and looked like they wanted to dictate the flow of the game, the Macomb Heroes didn't let that happen. They kept them at bay. So now we have a server switch going back onto the West Coast.
Absolutely. So
the series is now 1-1, yes. Sorry.
Absolutely. Here, actually, no, it should be 2-0, right? Wait, did Macomb take that?
No, they didn't. It's Macomb took the second one, but the Irvine Dragons took the first one.
Okay, let me fix that on my scoreboard here. Perfect. Got it. All right. So we're getting the server swap happening right now. And you know, Macomb Heroes, the jump in improvement from game 1 to game 2 was really good. And I think if we see that same jump in improvement from game 2 to game 3, I think Macomb Heroes could take this series. So I think they've adapted and they've kind of found those openings where they can go in for those cheeky plays, for those defensive openings. I think if they keep that up, if they kind of maybe take a little more information from that game 2, I think if they make just a small adaptation, maybe a little more, maybe speed up their play a little more. Not too sure what changes need to make, but I think if they improve on the same level that they did from game 1 to game 2, I think they'll be in a good spot to take this series.
I think it's just more of, like you said in the first intermission, it was mental. It was all about getting yourself used to the game. And I feel like right now, after that kind of first game, they treated it as a warm-up. And now both teams are going to be duking it out. It's going to be a heavyweight matchup to remember.
Absolutely. While we're waiting for this to go here, let's see what we missed in chat for a bit here. It looks like we've got some exciting info. They're talking about the Storm here, about how crazy they are. Someone complimenting how Dap is really good and apparently very young, and the team chemistry is kind of crazy. I agree. The team chemistry, once you get to this level, you know, you might think that the comm situation on these teams is just constant, like I go, me, just like constantly super loud. But oftentimes what you end up finding is like, in these super high level teams where they've scrimmed together countless times and they have all these set plays memorized, they know exactly what to do in these situations. Oftentimes it can actually just be pretty quiet, just be like, I go, rotate in, you know, just really simple things, because they've already got all that stuff trained in from those tons and tons of times that they've done it before.
Yeah, and oftentimes when you're playing, and I guess this is kind of in a lot of sports, when you're playing, oftentimes it's not even what you tell the other person to do, or it's not what you say you're going to do. It's the feeling that you get, especially if you've been playing with your teammates for a long time. You know what they're going to be doing. You know what's going to be happening. So you get that feel. And I feel like that's the biggest thing about these chemistry as we get back to game 2. And someone named GT gets denied at the goal line. And now he has to race back, double back for defense. And he does. Gets robbed at one end and robs them at the other. That was a great play by JT as a shot saved by Rick. And a rebound coming back either way. Doom high above, off the backboard. And now it dribbles out for Doom, who shoots and scores! Doom gets the goal, and Irvine is off and running.
Look at this, the nice little play there. Look at Rick coming in there. They read that's going to be a mid shot. Doom reads that, goes for the top corner.
So, kind of get back to what I was saying, it's a feeling too when it comes to chemistry. Sometimes you just feel like you feel like you know what your player's going to be doing, or your teammate has a shot. Knuckles in, and Rick scores! Tying it up here for the Macomb Heroes. And again, it was kind of an own goal, but that was a great shot there by Rick. Just to send it out in front, knowing that he has defenders, and to see if something sticks. As Fat Hubert playing it down. Trying to glance it above. Doom. Rick trying to take it away. Fujay with a shot just going to the side of the net.
That's a scary moment for the Macomb Heroes. Open net. They got a little lucky there that Irvine missed that shot, but you know, we're not going to get too many opportunities like that with a team as mechanically skilled as Irvine.
And Doom with a lob shot taken out by Dap Dap. What a good aerial play by Dap Dap there as they send it out in front for JT, and that one is turned away by Doom. Doom with an aerial flip, trying to go across the corner, off the backboard, out in front, and that gets saved. Rebound, and that one will just go wide of the net. Doom trying to play it. Fat Hubert off the side of the wall, going off the corner, and that one will be trapped in the Macomb Heroes zone. Pressing it deeper, going off the backboard, right above the Macomb net. Trying to kill it out in front. Doom out in front again, and that one won't go as someone named JT trying to clear. Challenged and held in by Doom. Excellent pressure here from the Irvine Dragons. Fat Hubert pressing it around the corner, trying to get it out in front, and that's a save. Rebound out in front for Doom, and that one will be shot aside. Fat Hubert. Dap Dap now taking it away. Fat Hubert, and again, JT has to come in and bail him out.
Really beautiful defensive play here from the Macomb Heroes. Just look at those rotations along the back post, keeping this ball out constantly, getting clears and constantly having to get challenged Irvine to get them in and out. Just beautiful defensive play.
As they try to send it back, and that one is forced all the way back into the Macomb zone. They'll play it above, and that one will try to be cleared as Dap Dap holds it in. And now Doom kind of playing volleyball with them at the center of the pitch with 2:09 left, and now forcing it into the corner. Fat Hubert trying to get it out in front, and Dap Dap is able to find it, giving it back to JT. Center of the pitch, trying to go across. That one will be blockered out in front, and now Rick forcing it down into the corner of the Irvine zone. Fuji will get it down into the corner of the Macomb Heroes zone. Fuji with the pressure, trying to get it to Fat Hubert, but a little bit too awkward for it was Hubert. But now he centers himself. He has a chance, dribbling it in, and a good save by Rick. Doom bouncing it, and that one will hit the side of the net as Fuji will hit it into the corner, trying to find it out in front for Fat Hubert, and a centering pass will be fanned on. 1:24 left to go, and now the Macomb Heroes finally busting it into the Irvine Dragon zone, off the backboard, and a rebound will be shot wide. And another chance for someone named JT just gets fanned on, and now Rick trying to give it out for Dap Dap, and a good challenge play. And another shot from Fat Hubert will be turned aside by someone named JT, getting it down into the corner. And a shot will be saved by Rick. A minute left. He'll get it across, volleying it up for Fuji with a shot off the backboard, a double tap, and it happens a little too soon as that one gets pressured above and cleared out by someone named JT. 45 on the clock.
Man, these teams are leaving it all on the cutting room floor, duking it out, tooth and nail. It's just absolutely amazing play on both sides. No openings to speak of on both sides, just playing super tight.
Yeah, as 25 seconds left. This is this is what Rocket League's all about, the final nail-biting moments as Fat Hubert centers it, trying to get it out in front is Doom, and he can't find it. And now Fuji, 12 seconds left. He'll hit it down, out in front, and that one will be cleared, held in. Fat Hubert, down into the corner. Rick, he's gonna try to kill this thing right now. He'll go out to the side, held up by Doom, and a shot off the backboard, and it's cleared! And now we head on to overtime.
Here we go, this is it.
Rick, a 50-50, trying to go across. Rick with a chance, and he'll get turned away by Doom. Someone named JT forcing it back. Irvine Dragons still trapped in their own zone. Fuji trying to clear. Dap Dap. He'll volley it up for Rick, who lays it up, and that one will be cleared all the way back by Doom, and a good lob shot will land into the corner. Fuji giving it to Fat Hubert. Hubert down into the corner. Fuji with a shot, and that one will be on the hood of Fat Hubert. Good defensive play to keep that one out. And now off the roof, going out in front, and that one will be shot wide. 40 seconds now into overtime as Fuji with a lob chance going off the backboard. Dap Dap is there to redirect it, and now back the other way comes Hubert. Hubert gets turned around. Doom leaving it out as Dap Dap clears. Dap Dap able to get it into the air. Fuji now down into the opposite corner, trying to get it out in front, and a shot just going wide. and a rebound will find its way to Fat Hubert. Hubert not able to find it. Now back the other way to Rick, and he will be turned aside by Fuji. Fuji with a chance out in front, and he's challenged by Dap Dap. Dap Dap gets down to the corner. Now it's at the goal mouth, and that one will go wide. Opposite corner, try to hold it in. So mightily are the Macomb Heroes. Irvine Dragon getting it down low. Dap Dap forcing it off the corner, off the wall. Now here and out in front, and Rick able to turn it aside. Doom with a shot, saved by someone named JT, and a rebound will find itself into the corner.
You can definitely tell the nerves are getting to them. The speed of play is really picking up here, and rotations are starting to break down, and positioning is starting to break down a little bit. Lots of openings on both sides. Who's going to capitalize first?
Someone named JT trying to clear it. He gets it as far as the center of the pitch. They'll leave it off for Hubert. Hubert going off the wall, now into the Macomb Hero zone, and a shot. They score! Fat Hubert! Irvine Dragons get the 2-1 win here and get the 2-1 series lead.
Absolute slugfest here.
That was a game to remember. An absolute championship type game. Both teams seemed like they were locked in a stalemate for a little bit there in overtime, and it just took one bad turnover, and it wasn't even egregious. It was just a one slightly off turnover by the Macomb Heroes to give the Dragons the 2-1 series lead. It just goes to show that in that level, both teams are so good that it just takes one simple mistake to be the undoing.
Absolutely. I mean, both those teams were playing so clean all match. I mean, that just the amount of focus alone it must be exhausting. And you could tell it was taking its toll, especially in that overtime. Nerves were getting them. You could see how close those players were all bunched up, starting to kind of give into their ball chasing instincts that it lives within all Rocket League players. We're all ball chasers at heart. But, those are those high pressure situations where your mental game is going to kick in, and that's what's going to carry you to the finish. And right there, that last couple moments, Irvine Dragon just barely inked it out there, but that could have easily gone either way.
Yeah, and for the Irvine Dragons, man, you are absolutely elated after that win. And on the other side, if you're the Macomb Heroes, you're not exactly crushed. Yeah, you would have really loved to win that game, but you gave it to them. You stuck it to them. And it took a lot for these Dragons to even pull this thing out. So if I'm going into game 3, if I'm the coach, I'm saying, hey, we almost had that last one. Let's just go back and get this next one.
And speaking of going to game 3, we're going to game 3 right now with Macomb Heroes Irvine Dragons in their 2-1 lead. I'm going to update that scoreboard there.
So Fuji at the center of the pitch. Excellent play from Fuji last game. Almost had a couple of goals, but turned away by excellent defense by the Macomb Heroes. As Rick kills it out in front, and Doom turns that one aside. I'll have it out into the corner. 4:30 left to go. As Fuji will clear this one all the way back down into the Macomb Heroes zone, and 2 demolitions already here in this game. Fat Hubert. Dap Dap. Going off the roof. Fuji off the wall. Trying to lead it across. Doom. That one's turned away by Rick. Rick. Fat Hubert. He'll get it out in front, and that one is cleared all the way back down into the Macomb side. Double tap played by Rick. Turned over to Doom. Doom off the side of the wall, and now that'll be hit down into the corner. 3:46 left to go. Doom with a shot scores! Someone named JT, and he gets the party started here in this game number 4. Trying to force this game number 5 with 3:42 left to go. Macomb getting things started. As Rick, a little awkward to play it. Doom, he'll play it along for Fat Hubert. Elimination game here for the Macomb Heroes, trying to keep this thing alive and stay in the tournament. with a chance to go to the grand finals. Dap out in front, and that one's turned away by Fat Hubert. Hubert not able to go. That one's pulled into the corner. Someone named JT trying to give it out to Rick. Rick, a shot, and that one's turned away by Fuji. Fuji now trying to play. He gets demoed by someone named JT. JT trying to hold it in, and a skitter shot scores! Fuji! That Hubert you'll see that he got demoed there, but Fuji able to get the shot off in a ricocheted fashion with 3:06 left to go. We are tied up here at 1.
Yeah, you can tell that the Macomb Heroes were not expecting the ball to react like that. Rick was right there ready to react, but clearly wasn't expecting the ball to go that way.
As someone named JT trying to center it, that gets hit away. As Rick will try to play that one down. Playing it across to Dap. Someone named JT. Doom with a lob shot. He scores! Irvine is up by 1.
Look at that, just beautiful angle there. And that's the danger of going for the big boost or trying to play with aggressive positioning there. Macomb Heroes, they're playing really aggressive. They have that aggressive play style, but the danger there is that it leaves you open to little moments like that.
They'll clear it back down to Fuji. Fuji hit down into the corner. Irvine trapped in their own zone. Fat Hubert trying to reconcile, and now Doom with a lob shot back into the Macomb Heroes zone. That's turned away and now cleared. Dap has a chance getting out to the side of the net, and that one will be turned away. Someone named JT, he holds it in. Go ahead.
Looks like Dap was going for a wall pinch there. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of players go for pinches off the walls here. I mean, these are some high level like tactics that even some of the like SSLs in Rocket League don't necessarily go for.
As that one's turned over and Dap scores! 2-2. That was an exquisite play by Dap to come in, force the pinch, as you said, and get it out in front. Puts it in, puts it home, top shelf, and this one's knotted up at 2. He'll get it out in front. Rick, back to Dap. A lob shot, trying to go in, and a shot. He scores! Dap, yet again, making his presence known. 1:42 left to go, and Dap has given his team the 3-2 lead.
What a beautiful shot.
Beautiful, as he goes off the roof there and just lobs it in. With 1:40 left to go, now the Irvine Dragons are put on the hot seat yet again. Someone named JT giving it off to Rick. Fuji trying to turn it around, and now back the other way come the Dragons. They'll leave it out in front. Doom with a lob shot back into the corner. Trying to force it out in front is Doom. Doom with a chance out in front, and a shot. They score! Fat Hubert! 1:18. And we are tied at 3.
Man, these teams are keeping it really close there. I mean, Dap almost had the save there, but they were going. But Dap was supersonic and was able to get both the demo and the goal on that shot.
Doom turning it over, someone named JT. Rick with a chance, and that one's a good save by Doom. 1:07 left to go. They'll get it out in front. Doom turning it away again. Rick with a chance to center it out in front, but that gets challenged. And now someone named JT giving it off for Rick. Rick trying to give it back to Dap, and a chance out in front, and that one's turned away by Dap. 51 seconds left to go. Fuji. They'll leave it across. Dap. Someone named JT turning it around, and that one is saved by Fuji. Rick, Fuji turning it over, and a shot save. Rebound out in front, and a lob chance going into the side of the net, and a rebound. They don't score off the post, and a rebound off the crossbar. Dap trying to settle it, leading it out in front, and now a double tap, save at the goal line, and now Fuji trying to clear it. And another chance by JT, he scores!
Wow, what an insane sequence right there. Take a look at this right here. Everybody up on the goalpost. JT coming up there. Rick goes for the fake out. JT capitalizes on the results of that fake out and dunks it in. Just an amazing, amazing offensive sequence there.
Excellent play for the Macomb Heroes, trying to force this thing down as Doom, with 8 seconds left, trying to give it out in front, has a chance, and killing it right away a little bit too early. They have a chance, getting it up, and now Fuji keeps it alive. Someone named JT going off the corner, and he kills it down. The Macomb Heroes force a Game 5.
Oh man, what a hype series. Let's take a look at some of these stats here while we still got them in the lobby. 58 touches, 30 touches, 25 touches here. You can definitely see DapDap playing his absolute heart out, going so hard, trying to really, really elevate their play to keep them in this match here, forcing that Game 5.
And I feel like with the Macomb Heroes, they're trying to rally around DapDap. They're trying to give him the boost he needs in order to make those star-studded plays. And on the other side, for the Irvine Dragons, they're trying everything they can to stop DapDap, but the ball just finds him. And I feel like that's what separates great players from good players, is you find a way to get to the ball no matter what. I mean, he looks like he has that ball on a string. Every time he shoots it, it somehow comes back to him. Every time there's a rebound, it seems like he's just right there. And even if he doesn't score, he always generates those chances. So I feel like DapDap right now is going to be the series changer for these Macomb Heroes. But on the other side, I feel like Fuji's really putting in the work defensively. He's keeping those balls out of the high chance areas and keeping DapDap kind of at a distance. So it's the question to answer here for the Irvine Dragons is, how do you get DapDap out of the picture? And for the Macomb Heroes, this is, how do we set this guy up?
Absolutely. And if you're Irvine, you know, their play is just really, really strong there. I think what's going on here is, as they get into the series, as they get later and later, kind of those focus levels, those focus points, I like to call it, those focus points are kind of starting to drain. And now, you know, they're not playing at their 10 out of 10. I've been in free play mode and I'm super warmed up. I'm in my optimal zone now. Now we're starting to see kind of how they play with when the pressure is on. So right now, it's going to be a matter, you know, I talked a little bit about this yesterday, but when you're in tournament and the pressure is on and you're in those high stake situations, you're not playing your 10 out of 10. You're almost never going to play your out of 10 out of 10, but you're not planning for that. What you got to plan for in these tournaments, in these high pressure situations, is when you're playing at your 7 out of 10. You got to make sure your 7 out of 10 is better than the other team's 7 out of 10. And we're going to find out right now, you know, how high is the skill floor for these teams.
I feel like when it comes to tournament play, the best thing you can do, and this is gonna sound very weird, but the best thing to do is not care. You go out and you just play your game. You go out like you're playing in practice mode.
Absolutely, you go out there and you just have fun, just like these guys are having fun jumping into Game 5.
Here we go. Do or die. This is for a seat at the Grand Championship. Irvine Dragons in the orange, Macomb Heroes in the blue. We'll see how this pans out as Rick leaving it out for DapDap. DapDap, a lob shot, and that one will be saved. Good save there by Fuji. Out in front, has a breakaway and a shot. He scores! Fuji rejects DapDap, and he takes it to the house. 1-0 Dragons. That was an excellent play by Fuji, opening up this series 1-0, and now they have a chance out in front again, and Doom scores!
And you know, that's all. Kickoff. That is all off of Doom's amazing speed flips. I mean, off of these kickoffs, we've seen just amazing plays from Irvine Dragons all series, but their speed flips have been so on point.
So now Macomb really facing in the hole here, down 2. But with 4 15 left to go. This is anybody's game. As Fujie leaving it down. Bounced around, trying to find Fat Hubert. He'll play it across. Hubert. Out to the side. Hubert, a shot and a good save. Someone named JT stamping himself all over this series defensively as Dap Dap again almost gets the rebound, but it's turned away by Fujie. That Hubert leaving it across. Doom in the back end has a chance and a flip out in front, but no one home. Someone named JT gets challenged, and now an aerial try. That'll be sent out the other way. That Hubert sending it out in front, and a chance, and that gets turned away. Held in, Fujie with a chance, going off the backboard, and a rebound out in front. They score! Doom! And it's 2 goals for him, and 3 goals for the Irvine Dragons.
That was super beautiful there. I mean, that's an impossible situation if you're defending there. Not much you can do against that. You know, best you can hope for is maybe your teammates ready to go for the pickup.
They'll play that one off the wall, and a good play by Dap Dap to read that one. That's held in. That Hubert trying to send it in. That one's played off by Rick. Rick sending it to someone named JT. JT leaving it off for Dap Dap. Fujie with a good challenge. Try to send that one up. Dap Dap. Back down low. Has a chance. Dap Dap leaving it off, and that one is saved by Doom.
Almost got into a Rule 1 with their own teammate there. Fortunately, Rule 1 doesn't apply to your own teammates.
As they get across. Shot off the post! And a rebound will hit out to the side. That one was fortunate for the Dragons that one didn't go in. Hits the inside corner of the post and pops out. And now the shot going off the roof. That one's cleared all the way back by Doom. Doom has a chance, but that gets turned away. And a good save there by Dap Dap. Coming back the other way. Rick off the corner, out in front. And a shot killed out in front. They rebound, scores! Someone named JT.
I just need to gush on how amazing that was there. Just look at this. He has an opportunity to flick it in, but he knows that he has double commit defense here. Instead, leaves it there, leaves it for their team to pick it up. The double commit on there has already come through. If they just fake him out, he knows his team can pick it up.
That was a great unselfish play. And again, it just shows the high IQ play here from all these players. They know this game, and they'll execute. Dap Dap trying to leave it out in front. That gets turned away. McComb. And now someone named JT turning it around.
Minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. Macomb Heroes are going to have to make some big plays to get these last 2 points to tie it up here.
And why not end it in such a strenuous fashion as that shot just goes wide. And a rebound will find its way back to Rick's possession. And a good demo thrown as Fat Hubert gets taken out of the play. Someone named JT trying to turn it around. And a good shot just going off the side of the net. Someone named JT. He has a chance to bring it out to the corner, and a good demo thrown there by Fujie. And a turnaround shot save. Rebound out to the side of the net. Irvine, a little vexed and bewildered as that shot goes in, and a good save by Fuji. They'll try to leave it out in front. And a turnaround shot. Dap Dap with a chance out in front. They'll leave it across. In front of the goal mouth, and now cleared all the way back down into the Macomb Heroes zone. Back down into the corner. Someone named JT turning it around. And now the Irvine Dragons with 30 seconds look to possess this. And try to clear it. Dap Dap holds it in. Dap Dap with a chance and a pass and a shot. They score! Rick, 20 seconds. Do you think? Excellent play there by Dap Dap. And now 20 seconds, 1 goal is all that separates these two teams in overtime and the Irvine Dragons in a date in the grand finals. He'll hit it down to the corner, and that one will be shot out to the side, and a rebound will play it across. He'll bounce it, he'll keep it, and Fujii try to put the exclamation point, denied! Keeping it up in the air, Macomb Heroes have a chance. Fat Hubert trying to kill it, he does! And the Macomb Heroes are eliminated. The Irvine Dragons are moving on.
GG's to both teams here. 2-3 game 5. You know, it doesn't get much closer than this. I'd love to see these teams play some more, and thankfully we will see these teams play some more, because both these teams are going to be making their way to the North American Finals June 25th to June 26th this year at Full Sail University's Fortress Esports Arena. It's going to be an amazing time. They're going to be in Orlando, Florida, right next to Disney World. I mean, it's going to be an amazing summer vacation and an amazing competition. So we'll see both the Macomb Heroes and the Irvine Dragons there this summer playing their absolute hearts out. Let's talk about the match.
That was probably the tightest series I've seen. One goal separated those two teams. And even when Fujii was gonna put the icing on the cake there to send his team to the grand finals, they still had to hold their breath because of a great save thrown by someone named JT. Even though they're not going to the grand finals, I feel like these Macomb Heroes definitely deserve to make it this far. They deserve to make this far, and I wouldn't have been surprised if they were able to pull off the upset and move on. But now we have the Irvine Dragons moving on to the grand finals against the Franklin Storm, who have been an amazing amazing team. So if this series was crazy, I'm excited for the next one, man. It's gonna be electric.
And thankfully, we're going to get to see even more of them this time around, because in grand finals, we'll be playing a best of 7 here. So we'll get to see even more games. We'll get to see more adaptations from both these teams. So I'm excited to see some more awesome, amazing Rocket League. Some standout players from these teams: Fujii, Dap, Doom, what was his name? I'll pull it up right here. I have the rosters.
Fat Hubert.
I mean, just absolutely amazing mechanical skill, great intuition on the ball. I mean, these guys were awesome.
Yeah, and I feel like no one is understated in this team. Everybody from Doom to Fujii to Fat Hubert, they really showed out, and they showed out for each other. And you can tell that these guys know each other well. The way that they pass, the way that they shoot, the way that they play, the way that they cycle, they know where each other are on the field. And that's chemistry you just can't buy. That's chemistry that you work for.
And Rick and someone named JT, I mean, both those guys were just on point today with their assists, with those enables. I mean, they were just amazing defensive assets for the Macomb Heroes today. I mean, Irvine Dragons were putting on so much pressure, and they had to play just so perfectly in order to get those opportunities to even get it across the field into the Irvine Dragons side. But man, they're just playing absolutely out of their minds.
Yeah, and you know what, man? It's been a great time calling these teams, and I feel like this was one of the more electric series that I've been able to call. And like I said, I'm excited for this grand championship. It's going to be exciting, and I just can't wait.
Awesome. And just in case I left anybody out there, you played amazing as well. Thank you so much for playing your hearts out during North American Regionals. We've got one more amazing match lined up for us. But before we do, not only at XP League do we play hard, we also want to make sure that we give back to our communities and give back to the world and do good here, because it's not just about becoming better players, it's about building character. And so in the name of that, I wanted to bring attention to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society #TiltCancer. So what we're doing is, for this event, we are constantly going to be bringing it back to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Leukemia, so they are a cause that is very near and dear to us here at XP League. We have players that, unfortunately are affected by cancer. And so we feel very strongly about this cause, and we do everything we can to give back to this and fight back against leukemia and lymphoma. Let me tell you a little bit about leukemia, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is the global leader in the fight against blood cancer. They have helped advance every critical advancement in blood cancer treatment, including CAR T-cell immunotherapies that supercharge patients' immune cells to attack cancer. They've been helping advance They've helped advance more than 85% of blood cancer treatment since 2017. So they are the big player when it comes to the fight against blood cancer. Bronick, why don't you tell us a little more about them?
The LLS, they help patients and families throughout their entire cancer experience with free one-on-one support. They're the leading source of blood cancer information, education, and support for patients, survivors, caregivers, families, and healthcare professionals. Their clinical trial nurses, navigators are registered nurses with expertise in blood cancer and personally assist patients, parents, caregivers throughout the entire clinical process. You can contact the LLS for one-on-one support at 800-955-4272, 4572. So that's 800-955-4572. Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., or live by chat and email. And the way you guys can support them is through the power of donations, the power of sharing and raising awareness to this. $25 in donations helps fund an episode of The Bloodline with LLS, a free podcast series for patients and caregivers. $50 helps fund an educational booklet for healthcare providers and their parents. $100 in donations helps fund volunteer training and to provide peer support and patients and families across the country. $200 helps fund an hour of an LLS informational specialist time, providing information to support patients and their families. $500 donations provides financial assistance to non-medical expenses, including rent, mortgage, utilities, dependent care, food, and care repairs, related to the treatment of a pediatric or young adult patient, or even adult patients enrolled in the program. And finally, an $1,000 donation helps support the training of a research fellow funded by LLS. So these guys are making all the difference in the world, and you can too by just raising awareness or even donating, if you feel so kind, to the LLS community. Thank you so much for being a sponsor.
Absolutely. Donation link in the chat. We're gonna cut to some words from the LLS themselves, some ad rolls that they've given us. Please watch these ads from Tiltify. We're gonna go ahead and cut to a break while we get ready for Grand Finals. Thank you so much, everybody. Keep it right here for Grand Finals of XP League's North American Regionals Grand Finals.
Against cancer? Well, good news, creators. Now you can fight back while you stream. Thanks to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, the world's largest nonprofit in the war against blood cancer.
My name is William Yank. I'm a 23-year-old three-time leukemia survivor. One evening, my roommate was trying to talk to me, and I responded to him in a delirium of mess and confusion, and he said, "We're going to the ER immediately." And came back with leukemia. They started me on chemos, they started me on a bunch of antibiotics, but the chemo wasn't exactly working. So my oncologist decided that he wanted to try me with CAR T-cell therapy. And it worked. Leukemia and Lymphoma Society was this unforeseen blessing for me because I wouldn't have been able to get CAR T-cell therapy. It got that FDA approval in 2017, and I wouldn't have had that option had the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society not moved that forward. We are about 9 months and feeling very healthy, strong, and I live.
So you want to join the war against...
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close, stuck in overtime.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
They take it, they're so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Men Overhorn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boop Steve-O!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go, group in now. Push in. We don't have to Good game.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
They take it, they're so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Men Overhorn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
This year, XP League brings the North American Finals to the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress and Full Sail Live venue. The best youth gamers from across the US and Canada will battle head-to-head for the championship title this June. Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
I'm the coach for XP League and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies, it depends on the game. The games change all the time and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go, 1, 2, 3, keep your hands straight, keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect, keep going, keep going.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Check it out.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close, stuck in overtime.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
And they take it, they're so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Men Overhorn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it.
It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Steve!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go, group in now. Push in. We don't have to. Good game.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
And they take it, they're so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Men Overhorn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
This year, XP League brings the North American Finals to the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress and Full Sail Live venue. The best youth gamers from across the US and Canada will battle head-to-head for the championship title this June. Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies, it depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going. Keep going.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Check it out.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close, stuck in overtime.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
They take it, it's so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Men Overhorn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it.
It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boop Steve-O!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Group in now. Push in. We don't have to. Good game.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
And they take it, and so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hanover Horn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
This year, XP League brings the North American Finals to the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress and Full Sail Live venue. The best youth gamers from across the US and Canada will battle head-to-head for the championship title this June. Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Journey begins at xpleague.gg.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
Get him from above. I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going. Keep going.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Your journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Check it out.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close, stuck in overtime.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
And they take it, and so close, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hanover Horn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Journey begins at xpleague.gg.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it.
It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve, and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes,
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Group in now. Push in. We don't have to dead. Good game.
Both teams putting so much into the fight. We are so close.
Game like the pros and experience the largest North American youth esports competition.
They take it. They're so close. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Overhorn have taken the victory in the grand finals.
This year, XP League brings the North American Finals to the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress and Full Sail Live venue. The best youth gamers from across the US and Canada will battle head-to-head for the championship title this June. Do you have what it takes to be crowned the champion? The largest youth esports competition in North America is this June in Orlando. Journey begins at xpleague.gg.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies, it depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going.
And welcome back, everybody. We are here with grand finals of the North American Regionals Rocket League bracket. We've got a really exciting match for you guys right now. We've got the Franklin Storm versus the Irvine Dragons, two incredibly strong teams. We just saw the Irvine Dragons pull out an amazing performance against the Macomb Heroes, bringing it to a very close Game 5. And now we're going to see them go up against the Franklin Storm, sitting in winner's side of grand finals in what is going to be a best of 7. So we're going to have even more awesome Rocket League action than before.
Yeah, and the last time these two teams really kind of had a push for the Irvine Dragons was last round. It was a very tightly contested one. And for the Franklin Storm, they seemed to kind of just roll in here to the grand finals with a final series score of 3-1 against the Macomb Heroes Gold. So both teams kind of taking out the Macomb team. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. These two teams are definite heavyweight favorites. And I'm projecting here that we're going to be probably going latest 6 or 7.
I could see that as well. And, you know, Irvine Dragons, they're feeling good. They're coming hot off that win from losers finals, going into grand finals. You know, I think they've got a confidence boost coming in here. They've got some momentum, some wind in their sails, so to speak. So we'll see if they can carry that with them. And because they're going to need it going up against the Franklin Storm. The Franklin Storm, super strong team. I mean, even in the chat, people are hyping them up, talking about, telling tall tales of how just amazing they are and things that they've done. So Irvine Dragons, this is going to be their place to plant their flag and make their stand. But even if their tournament run ends here, they have a lot to be happy for. Coming second place here during the Rocket League regionals. They've had an amazing bracket.
So while we get everything set up, let's take a look at the history here, starting with the winners bracket, Franklin Storm. Here in the regionals, the Storm, playing through this whole tournament, definitely had a dominant run. In the first part of the playoffs, the Storm took on the Franklin Stealth, took them out. And in the second round they played, the Franklin Storm in the regionals took on the Hanover Horde and took them out both by a series score of 3-0. And their only loss coming from the Macomb Heroes Gold in the third and final round, the winners bracket round. And they took that series by a score of 3-1. So right now they're riding high in these playoffs, 9 wins, 1 loss, and they're going to be taking on a Irvine Dragon team that struggled in the beginning in the first round against the FC Dragons, but really came into their own, sweeping their way all the way until the losers bracket championship against the Macomb Heroes. So Irvine Dragons, they swept the Bravo Madison Marvels, the Alpha Madison Marvels, the FC Dragons, who they met again and were able to beat via sweep, and the Franklin Stealth in the semifinals, and took out the Macomb Heroes in the finals, now playing the Grand Championship against the Franklin Storm. So it's going to be definitely an interesting matchup to see what goes on here.
Absolutely. This is going to be an unknown entity. This is going to be a bit of an X factor. We haven't seen these two teams play each other before. So it's going to be kind of new to both of them. Hopefully they've studied each other's tapes. I'm sure, the Franklin Storm have been the team to beat. So I'm sure that the Irvine Dragons have taken a look at their tapes, studied their strategies going into this. So we'll see what they've come up with, what answers they have to the strategies that are going to be implemented here. On the side of the Franklin Storm, we have YY, Shanae, Yags, just incredibly strong players. For the Irvine Dragons, we've got Fat Hubert, Fuji, Doom, and we've also got the first game getting underway. So let's go ahead and jump into it right now.
Sounds good to me. As getting underway here for the Franklin Storm and the Macomb Heroes. Irvine getting it down in deep, trying to get a shot off, and watch Shanae scores! And the Franklin Storm are off and running. And that was a full field shot for Washinane. And for the Franklin Storm, doing what they do best and getting off to a hot start. Fuji trying to kill it down. Doom finds it from Fuji. Out to the corner. Washinane can't find it. YYRL. That Hubert going out in front. And Yags will kill that one out to the side. YYRL getting it across. Doom trying to go off the corner. And a chance. Trying to find it out in front. And Yags will hit it out to the side. Yags off the corner, out in front for Washinane, who scores! Washinane yet again, and it's 2-0 Franklin. As Fuji tried to defend that pass, but not able to. And here in this best of 7 game 1, Franklin making their presence known. Yags will hit it out to the side. Getting it across. Doom trying to defend. Washinane hitting it down in front of the net, but that gets cleared. Doom, Fat Hubert. We'll try to find it. That one has a chance going across. Yags. Out to the side. And now Fuji. Down into the Franklin zone. Trying to drop it out in front, but that doesn't go anywhere. They'll hit that one down. Fat Hubert. Fuji. Hitting it out to the side. And now YYRL. They'll play it across. Lateral pass into the corner of the Irvine Dragons zone. Fuji. Washinane trying to hold it in. He does. Now giving it across to YYRL. Off the corner. YYRL not able to find anything as Fat Hubert's able to clear it. Hubert trying to look for Fuji. Fuji, a shot! Just misses. Not able to get enough on it as Doom lobs it up. And now YYRL able to regroup. Trying to kill it out in front. Washinane able to clear it. They'll play that one down and a lob shot. Yags scores! And it's 3-0. Franklin Storm. A lob shot. Able to beat him top corner. And now the Franklin Storm up by 3. 2 minutes, 35 left to go. And a shot from Yags.
Oh my
Who
god.
scores?
3v1 there. Look at this. Yags, 2 come up to contest. Keeps it low, drops it under Flick to bring it past there. 3v1 Yags just absolutely stunting on them. Beautiful.
And now Fuji will try to find this one back. Playing it across Fat Hubert. Yags out in front. A shot. Good save by Fuji.
Man, when
Hubert.
Yags brings that ball up in the air, watch out.
Doom playing it down into the corner. 2 minutes 11 left. 2:09. Fat Hubert trying to leave it off for Yags. And now out to the corner. Fuji, a shot, and that goes off the post. And a rebound will leave it off for Fat Hubert. Trying to leave it out in front. Pressing the goal mouth. Not able to go. YYRL. They'll play that one off the boards. Going off the corner and trying to pinch it in. But that won't go as Yags gets the rebound, forcing it down into the corner. Washinane trying to set up a play, but that is taken away by Fat Hubert. That's cleared all the way back down. YYRL tipping it, and he scores! Excellent play by YYRL. And it's 5-0 Franklin.
Look at the precision on that shot. It's amazing. From across the field, instantly just brings it in.
And at 5-0 with 1:27 left. A lot of series left, but this game 1 seems to be an explanation point here for the Franklin Storm. As Fuji trying to leave it across. Fat Hubert, a shot, he scores! Fat Hubert breaks up the shutout with 1:11 left to go. Irvine down by 4 with 1:11. Not impossible, but you're gonna have to get it going right here. Here comes the kickoff. Fuji trying to get a quick one right there, but challenged exceptionally by YY. They'll play it out in front. Doom, not able to find it. Washinane trying to kill it out in front, and Yags, he scores! Good play by Washinane, and Yags finishes it off. He hits the top part of the net, and with 52 seconds left, this one seems to be all but over. Washinane. YY will hit it to cross. Trying to find Shinane. That one's taken away by Yags. Fuji trying to clear. Yags at center. Trying to leave it off for YY. YY gets intercepted. Yags. Fuji. We'll play that one down, 30 seconds. Off the side of the wall, Fat Hubert. Excellent game here played by the Franklin Storm. It's going to be interesting how the Irvine Dragons follow suit as that one shot by Yags, who scores 4 goals in 1 game. Have yourself a day, sir.
My God, just the level of precision these players are showing is amazing. They're so comfortable, such amazing intuition. They know exactly how to manipulate this ball to get it to go exactly how they want in any situation. I mean, they're just so practiced here. They must have seen these kind of situations hundreds of times, if not thousands.
Bujay trying to kill it out in front. YY. They'll leave it across. Washinene, and that one is over. Franklin Storm take this game, and in a dominant fashion at that, with Yags getting 4 goals, Washinene 2, YYRL 1, and the only lone goal coming from the Irvine Dragons to credit of Fat Hubert. So it was an interesting game, to say the least, for these two teams. One, because of the color, it kind of threw me off, but it's all right. We're going to change that for the next one.
Yeah, we'll get that fixed.
The cycling from both teams, I haven't seen these Irvine Dragons seem a little... I haven't seen them seem fixed in a long while. But I feel like with this kind of play style against these Franklin Storm, they're really forcing them to live in their own end. And usually that's the Irvine Dragons' bread and butter, is forcing it into their offensive side, not keeping it in their defensive.
I mean, what I'm seeing here is just a level of precision that we haven't seen in this tournament before, besides maybe that other Franklin Storm match, where they just are able to bring that ball across the field with just incredible precision, and the ability to read and fake out player defensive intentions is so incredibly strong. I mean, they know exactly what those defenses are going to go for. I think maybe what the Irvine Dragons what they have to do is maybe calm down a little bit and not react right away, because it seems like they're getting faked out a lot.
Yeah, and I feel like with the Irvine Dragons, it's more of a confidence issue. You saw them kind of teetering the line last round against the Macomb Heroes, but here against the Franklin Storm, you cannot second guess yourself. You need to show your prowess. You need to show your dominance here early. Unfortunately, they weren't able to do that in game 1. Going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to shift gears here in game number 2.
Absolutely here. So it looks like we're getting started here. Well, no, maybe not. They're still remaking the lobby here. Let's take a look at chat. We all know we've got some fans here. Love you guys supporting the stream, supporting these players, playing their absolute heart outs here. In the chat, let me show who you're rooting for. Any players, any teams. Shout out your coaches, your location. Shout out to these different teams. Who are you guys rooting for here? Are you guys rooting for an upset here with the Irvine Dragons? Are you guys do you guys want to see the Franklin Stealth just kind of put on a clinic here? What are you guys hoping to see here? What do you guys want to see in this match? Personally, I want to see this go all the way. I want to see the Irvine Dragons have kind of like an anime flashback moment and just power up instantly and play at a whole new level. I'd love to see kind of like an amazing power up here, because it's these kind of situations where when your back's against the wall, that you can kind of have a breakthrough. So, I'd love to see the Irvine Dragons pull something out that we haven't seen before.
Personally, I'm hoping to see just a tight series. I'd like to see this go to the full 7. I'd like to end it in overtime. But, like the old Mick Jagger song goes, you can't always get what you want.
True. But we are getting what we want right here as we get into game 2 of this best of 7 series.
So it looks like it's going to be the Irvine Dragons rocking the red, Franklin Storm going in the gray. Game 2 underway here.
I think I actually have it mixed up here. Let me fix it up. No, that's right.
YYRL gets it right away. So Washinene sends it from the corner in front of the net. And YYRL opens up this game too.
An 8-second score there. I mean, just so strong there. Just a strong opening for Franklin Storm. Really making a strong statement.
As Yags tries to send it out in front, going off the side of the net. Washinene trying to hold it in. YYRL gets challenged, gets bumped. And the ball will hit out to the side where Fat Hubert will play it. Hubert. Yags takes it away. Fuji. Out in front trying to look for Doom, and that one gets hit out to the side. That Hubert gets crunched, and now Yags with it, trying to send it down.
Something we see in the
Washinene.
Franklin Storm play style that we don't see in a lot of the other teams is that they've really integrated demolitions into part of their game in part of their gameplay style. You're going to see a lot of demolitions coming out for the Franklin Storm. So keep an eye out for every demolition that happens to the Irvine Dragons and how the Franklin Storm plays around it.
Definitely not exactly a physical team for the Franklin Storm as they try to get it out in front. As Yags, a shot, he scores! And it's 2-0 Franklin. 3:41 left to go. And that was a good setup play by the Franklin Storm. And now the Irvine Dragons, down by a pair, down in the hole. Gonna see how they respond. Washinene giving it across. YY not able to find it. And now Fat Hubert. Hubert trying to play it down. And that one will be played across. Washinene out to Fuji. Out to the side, and that one will be hit across by Fat Hubert. Going off the backboard, YY. A double tap save, rebound, out in front. And Doom was able to clear it as Fat Hubert was awkward for it. Yags out in front, bounced in, and he scores! Yags! 2 goals already. And with 3 minutes left, the Franklin Storm already up by triple.
Just amazing ball control there from Yags. You know, when we're watching this kind of high-level Rocket League play, you know, it looks like they're going for shots on goal that are like really easy to block, but you have to understand these players are playing at a different level. They understand that, you know, they're going to go for a shot on goal, but they have respect for their opponents, that they know that ball is going to get defended and passed back out, cleared out to midfield. So they go for those easy those shots that are going to get blocked, and then they have another teammate ready to go to follow up on it as soon as it gets passed back out to midfield. And then you kind of get this kind of, I'm ready for you. No, actually, I was ready for you to be ready for that. No, I was ready for you to be ready for that. So you'll see a lot of kind of double, triple, a lot of kind of touches on the ball as they kind of go for these extended plays.
It's always about considering your options, and I feel like these two teams have done a great job about that in this tournament. And in this series right now, Franklin really giving it all to the Irvine Dragons as Washinene throws on the demolition, and now back the other way comes Yags. He'll throw that in as Fuji trying to clear it up. He does. That goes off the corner. Now across. Doom with a chance and a shot, and that will be saved. Yags turning that one aside. Washinene off the wall. They'll leave it across now. Fat Hubert bouncing it across, angling it. And now Fat Hubert dumping it into the corner, and YYRL able to take that one away. Doom driving it back into the corner. Fuji out in front. Fat Hubert will go hard off the wall, trying to go roll it off the roof. And now leaving it out in front, taken away by Washinene. 1:17 left to go. YYRL gets bumped. Now above and beyond Yags, now down into the corner. We'll try to play that down. Doom off the wall. YYRL has it, flips it, shot, he scores! What a beautiful play! And YYRL making it look easy. That was a good flip by YYRL. And now, with 55 seconds left, it is 4-0 Franklin Storm. Off the wall. They'll leave it across. Yags trying to give it out in front. And a shot! Fat Hubert not able to punch it in. They'll leave it down. Doom. Doom not able to clear it. Fuji. Washinene. Fat Hubert trying to bounce it in. And now Washinene driving it out in front of the net. Now out into Irvine Dragon territory. They'll leave it across. And that one crossing the goal mouth will be cleared up by Doom. Off the wall. Doom gets demoed. And a good thrown there by Washinene. 8 seconds left to go. And Fuji scores! Breaking the shutout yet again. And now, with 7 seconds left, Franklin Storm now up by 3, but Irvine Dragon getting a late goal. Perhaps something they can build upon?
You know, it's going to be tough. 7 seconds isn't exactly much to work with. You know, we're probably just going to see the Franklin Storm, you know, kill the ball right away here. Although, you know, they might want to play with their food a little bit. Now they're going to kill it right there in the corner. And that goes game 2. GG's, well played, both of you guys, as we're looking forward to the next game 3 of this series.
I feel like the last goal, when I mentioned they could build upon it, more of the lines of momentum. You got one, you see that, you know, your opponent bleeds, you can build something upon that. But if I'm the Franklin Storm, man, I'm not worrying about that at all. You've dominated so far. Just go into game 3 and grab the chokehold.
Absolutely. So now that we've actually got a server switch here. So who knows? Maybe that server switch is gonna give them a kind of mentality boost. You know, they played these first 2 games on East Coast where Franklin has the advantage, and now they're gonna play these next 2 games on the West Coast. So, you know, hopefully that's gonna give them a mental boost, give them a bit of a confidence boost going into game 3.
Yeah, and with the Irvine Dragons, again, just taking that last goal, just making anything. That's the biggest thing in sports. Even when you're losing, you need to generate your own momentum. You need to generate your own energy. So when you've lost that last game, even getting that last goal in the last second can seem huge to you. So if they can generate it early and generate it fast, here in this game 3, they have a chance to cut the series lead down to 1. So that's the main mentality I'm going for. Because again, best of 7 is a very long series. So best of 5, you're already in the hole, down to 2-0. You're in elimination. But now in a best of 7, you have a chance to come back and breathe a little bit as Fat Hubert gets it in. Blocked it away by YY. Fuji trying to hold it in, can't. Doom has it down to the corner, taken away by Yags. Yags centering it out in front, and a shot tipped on, but just going wide. And a rebound will play it across to Doom. Excuse me, Doom giving it across to Fuji. Fuji rink wide, trying to find Fat Hubert, not able to. Doom holding it in though. Doom to Fat Hubert, trying to find the side of the net, but a little bit too early on the tap here for Fuji, as he'll send it right back in where Yags will play it. Yags down the wall, out in front, and a shot! What a save! And a rebound! Will play it across. That was an excellent play, excellent save. And a great setup, though, by the Franklin Storm. Hubert. Back to Doom. They'll try to play it across. Yags. Yags out in front. Hubert out in front, trying to look for YY. Not able to. And now Yags. They'll try to play this one out in front. No one home. Washinene gets demoed by Fuji. And now Fuji gets demoed himself. And in fact, Hubert pressing it on. Doom. He'll play it through the air. 0-0 still. Nearing the 3-minute, 20-second mark. Fuji YY takes it away. Washinane now into the front. Yags. Yags turning it over. And now Fat Hubert alone in the zone gets demoed. And now clearing across is Washinane. He'll get it out in front. Yags can't clear it. Fuji a chance. And that gets taken away. Fat Hubert! And that one again. Blockered away by Washinane. Yags. He'll try to play that one across. And Fuji not able to find it. Fat Hubert has a chance. One to beat. He'll leave it in back. Leaving it out for Fuji, who leaves it for Doom. Setting it up for himself. And a shot. What a save!
Great attempt there by Doom. Oh, sorry. Go for it.
Oh, you're good. You're good. That was such a great save, though. YYRL. Doom trying to play it. Fat Hubert. Down into the corner. Doom. Out in front. And a chance! And no one home. Yags. He'll try to leave that one across. Doom. Through the corner. In the Irvine Dragons territory. Out through the center of the pitch. Washinane turning it around. Doom with a shot. And he scores! He beats Washinane local offside. And it's a minute 54 left. Irvine Dragons are up by 1.
Beautifully done there. Doom sees that Shinane has committed to the aerial block, keeps it grounded, pops it in. Well played there by Doom.
Irvine Dragons now have a lead as Fuji gets it taken away. Yags trying to clear it out. Washinane flipping it above and beyond, and he gets trampled and pressured by Fuji. Taken away by Yags, holding it up in the air. YY deeper now into Irvine territory, cleared all the way back down into the Franklin zone as Fat Hubert a shot denied by Yags as Doom overshoots this. And now Fuji across, a bouncing ball in front of the net, and now Fat Hubert trying to kill it across. And now a shot tipped on, save, rebound, saved by Fuji! Fuji coming up big with that defensive stop. Fat Hubert. They'll try to leave it across. 1-0 left to go, 1 minute left. Fat Hubert fills it off to the side, 45, trying to leave it out in front, and YY scores! Tying this thing up. 45 left to go. And it's definitely gonna be a photo finish here.
Beautifully done there. I mean, that goal right there is a testament to the dangers of sitting in the goal zone. You want to stay in the rotation. You want to stay moving and mobile so that you're able to react to it. But a bit of a breakaway here for Fat Hubert as he runs the ball downfield.
Fat Hubert playing an excellent defensive play as he pinches it off with Doom. Doom leaving it across. Fat Hubert not able to find it. And a shot from Doom going well wide of the cage. And a rebound will find its way into the corner. 18 seconds left. Trying to keep it up is Washinane. In front, Doom trying to look for a shot. He can't. And now Fat Hubert with a shot tipped on and challenged by Washinane. They'll leave it across 4 seconds. 2, 1. It's still up in the air. Doom has a chance, leaving it out. And now Washinane elects to keep it up. Doom keeping it up as hard as he can, dribbling it, getting it down low, and a shot, a save, and now we go to overtime.
Amazing game here. Here we go. Who's going to take game 3 here? This is such a big game for Irvine. They need this win. They want this win badly. You can see it in the way they're playing. They've really stepped up their game from game 1 and game 2. Let's see what they're going to do here.
A lot of clenched breaths as Doom going across. Save, rebound, scores! Fat Hubert! And the Irvine Dragons win!
An amazing statement here from Irvine Dragons. They've really leveled up their play in this game 3, and they are going to keep it close here as we get going into a game 4. Really, really exciting stuff here. And just look at the touches on Fat Hubert. Fat Hubert and Doom playing out of their minds here, playing so well. Not to be discounted here, Fuji with 2 saves, 1 demo. I mean, absolutely great play. They're playing so much better right now. I'm really, really excited for the rest of this series.
That one was a win to breathe. And what I mean by that is, if you allow Franklin to take the 3-0 lead, you're playing with your backs against the wall for the rest of the series. But getting that 2-1 series deficit, cutting it back, and now you only have 1 to tie to force an essential 3-game series, or best of 3, if you will. It's important. It was an important win here. I would say borderline must win for the Irvine Dragons, and they showed out. They got the win, and it's going to be interesting to see how they come into this 4th one.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to see some competitive Rocket League going on here. Let's jump into this next game for Irvine Dragons Franklin Storm Grand Finals here at North American Regionals.
Irvine Dragons in the blue, Franklin Storm in the, well, I mean, I should say Franklin Storm in the gray, Irvine Dragons in the red. I'm sorry. I should say bring it back down. Game 4 underway as Fuji trying to break it down, and a chance and a good save. Had a lot to work with, just couldn't make the move he wanted, and now Doom has a chance, and YY turns that one aside. And now Fat Hubert again turned away by YY. And he gets demoed. Now Doom trying to leave it across, trying to go off Yags. And now Yags gets turned around, and a shot for Fat Hubert, and he scores! Fat Hubert and the Irvine Dragons are off and running.
You can see it in their play. They are playing so much more confident. Look at him fly.
1-0 here for the Irvine Dragons. And we're only 30 seconds gone. They'll play it off the wall. Doom trying to play it down. Yags off the wall, opposite side. Now forcing it back down into the Irvine zone. Cleared up and out. Fat Hubert has a chance. Just volleys whiffs on the volley. And now back the other way, Washinane gets killed off by Doom. Doom out the side of the wall, trying to glean it out in front. Fat Hubert. He'll bounce it off the wall. YY, lateral clear all the way back down to the Irvine zone. Irvine bouncing it away. Fat Hubert. Back down. YY. Doom. Doom tipped on, and that gets blocked aside. And now Washinane has a lot to work with, and Fuji, ice in his veins, able to turn that one aside.
I want to point out some really great analysis from the chat here that Irvine is using a lot more demos, so it's a great adaptation. You know, really great call out there, Real Zero in the chat. I believe you're a coach actually, so really great call out there. I couldn't agree more actually.
As Doom has a lob shot going in on goal, he scores! Doom gets the 2-0 lead here for the Irvine Dragons. Excellent shot, and a lob shot at that, just above and beyond the defender, and Doom gives his team a little bit more breathing room as Yags forces it out. Now rolling off the corner, trying to lead it out in front, and that one will go harmlessly into the corner, but YY turning it out in front, and a shot blocked it away. Good save by Fuji. Fuji again trying to clear. He gives it out to Fat Hubert. Another demolition thrown into the corner. Yags. He'll try to leave that one out in front. As Fuji turns that one aside, now forced it into the opposite corner. Fuji again. Excellent defensive play as YYRL plays it. Fuji turning it around. Fat Hubert out into the corner, trying to bounce it out in front, but that gets turned away. Doom again, back to Fat Hubert. And that one again, good save by Washinane. Fuji, a shot, and that one gets turned away by YY. High caliber chance as Fat Hubert plays it through the air. Giving it across, Doom takes it away. Fuji trying to get it out in front, but that gets taken away again. Good demo thrown there. Yags, a shot, scores! One-time goal! And the Franklin Storm are back in this one with 1:43.
Beautifully done there. Just so much speed on that.
Nerves starting to set in, no doubt. 1:43 left to go, and it's a 1-goal game. Washinane trying to force this thing back to overtime. Now they'll leave it across. Yags. Doom. Washinane gets absolutely lit up. Yags forcing it down into Irvine territory. Bouncing in front of the goal line, and YY scores! We're all tied up here. 1:17 left.
It had to be this way, didn't it?
I guess it really did have to. Both of the best teams in the tournament coming down to the wire. And now 1:17 left. We have a new game. Fat Hubert comes up with the opening faceoff, but Washinane leaves it out in front. And a shot will get blocked aside. And a rebound. Good save. Pulling it out, Washinane. Yags, a shot off the post. And a rebound. Washinane again trying to hold it in. Fat Hubert, all of his might coming into clearing this thing. And a shot will be blocked to the side. And a rebound, Doom. Doom trying to leave it out. And that one will be cleared as far as center. Held in by Fuji. Fuji not able to go. And now here we go with Doom. Forcing it on goal. And a good save by YY. Doom trying to leave it out for Hubert. A shot and a good save by Washinane. Doom out to the side, and a shot tipped on, and YY just couldn't find it. Fuji bouncing it above and beyond. Good demo thrown there. And now here we go with Fat Hubert, tipping it out in front, no one home. Doom leads it out into the corner, 4 seconds left. YY centering, and Yags able to keep it alive. Yags leaving it out for YY. YY cleared out. Held in by Washinane. Still it's not over. They'll clear it all the way back down. YY decides to kill it. Knew where that one was going. Now we have overtime.
Man, my palms are sweaty going into this overtime, and I'm sure these players are too. Here we go. Fat Hubert up into the air. What can he make of it?
They'll leave it off for Fuji. Fuji gets it taken away, and he gets demoed. Good demo there. A man up here momentarily for the Irvine Dragon. Bouncing it out in front, having a little bit of trouble. Gets bumped off the ball. Now Yags comes up with it. Yags ruins the cycle, and now a shot out in front. Good save by Fuji. Now trying to come back the other way with an opposite side rush. YYRL takes it away. Trying to bounce it off the backboard. And a shot just whiffed. And a rebound out in front. YY trying to double back on defense. Fuji with a good tangle. Getting it above and beyond. A shot. They score! Doom! What a good play! And Doom ends it! Series tied!
Chat going absolutely insane for this one, cheering on Doom. Looks like Doom's a hometown hero over there. Well played, well played. We're going to an amazing game 5. We're getting in a close series. We're getting our wish here. And look at Fuji there, eight demos. Wow, just a really, really huge adaptation there from Irvine Dragons. Just totally different play style.
I want to talk about Fuji's play real quick. Fuji's flip All right, when you're going up, that is an A-classic geek in Rocket League. You're just going up, you're seeing, all right, where are you going to go? It's kind of like when you're playing basketball, pick up basketball, like one-on-one. You're just waiting there with the ball, waiting to see who makes the first move. He flips it above, way above what I think Washinane thought was going to happen. And he goes above to the net, and Doom just punches it in. And we have a 2-2 series lead, or excuse me, 2-2 series tie. What an amazing game here so far.
Super, super exciting. We are going to get another switch here to the East Coast server. So 2 wins on East Coast, 2 wins on West Coast. It's going to be exciting here, you know, as we flip in between here. Can the Irvine Dragons take this change in their playstyle, this adaptation that they've made, and carry this into the next game here? They're going to need not only to win this set, but they're going to need to win the next series if they're going to take home the grand finals. But let's go ahead and jump into it as these players get settled in for Game 5 of this series. They are in it for the long haul.
That they are. And I would just like to say, as a traditional sports guy, I would hate for Rocket League to adapt like a traditional sport, waiting one day to see what happens next. This is this is exciting as Washinane gets the party started. 10 seconds in, and Franklin Storm are off and running. Excellent play, dropped just right on a dime, and Washinane puts the exclamation point on that. 4:48 left to go, and now Fuji trying to battle it out, and a shot blocked out to the side, and a rebound. Fat Hubert not able to go, and a rebound for Fuji. Fuji trying to battle it out. Doom out in front. Fat Hubert turning it around. Good defensive play, and now Doom will clear it all the way back down. Washinane will spoil this cycle, leaving it off for Yags, and a shot going inside of the net, and a rebound out in front. Not able to go. Washinane bouncing it up, looking for YY. Playing it off the side of the wall, and that one will be blocked out to the side. And now we are officially 1 minute in, and we've already had 2 or 3 good scoring chances. Fat Hubert. Yags out in front, flipping it, and a good save, and a rebound. We'll play it out to the side.
Looks like Yags was going for a bit of a flip reset there, but couldn't find it, and ends up flopping on the ball there.
And an untimely turnover. Thankfully for the Irvine Dragons, doesn't seem to bite them, as Doom gets it down laterally into the opposite corner of the Franklin Storm zone. Fuji trying to play it down, bouncing it out in front, and Yags able to find it. Doom down out in front, and now Doom flipping it on goal, and Washinane will try to clear this one. Fuji, opposite side of the field, going perpendicular to the pitch. Fat Hubert not able to find it. Fuji now trying to clear it. Fuji again with a good flip in on goal, and that one will be blocked away by Yags. A shot from distance off the post.
What a save!
That close from going up 2-0, and the defensive prowess showing here, and a rebound, scores! Yags goes bar down. Excellent play there as Yags finds his footing, goes bar down, and it's 2-0 Franklin Storm.
You know, a lot of players would take that shot and then take themselves out of the rotation, out of the play, maybe go up, get feet up on some boost there, but Yags stays in the play. They have enough boost to stay in it and make another shot for it, and, you know, they're right there, right when their team needed them.
YYRL trying to leave it back down. Washinane. Fat Hubert. Fuji. Fuji going back down for Fat Hubert, and a bounce on in, and Yags gets it taken away. Washinane trying to go out. Open net, and he misses! He misses his target! And now another chance! They score! Yags picks up Washinane and gets the Franklin Storm a 3-0 lead. That's what I call being a teammate. You know that Washinane wanted that one back immediately, but Yags just throws it back in saying, I got you. 2 minutes left to go. 3-0 Franklin Storm. Fuji. Back down in front of the net. In fact, Hubert trying to clear. Hubert. Trying to find it back down low. Fuji. Out in front. Fat Hubert. A chance and a shot and a good save. And a rebound for Yags. And he's good at clearing those. Hubert. Forcing it back down into the Franklin Storm zone, knowing he doesn't have a lot of time. Doesn't try to reset here. He'll grab his boost, leaving it off for Fuji. And now, that will be cleared all the way back down into the Irvine Dragons zone. As Fat Hubert will play it across. Washinane not able to find it. A minute left here in game number 5. And that one is a big demo thrown as YYRL gets it taken away by Fat Hubert, and a shot will be saved by Fuji. Washinane trying to go out in front, and YYRL scores! 44 seconds left, and the Franklin Storm able to get a 4-0 lead.
Just what a statement from Franklin Storm, coming back in this game 5 so incredibly strong. These guys are playing absolutely out of their minds. Everyone on there pulling their weight. Yags, I mean, just pulling some inspiration from somewhere. I mean, just turning up the heat so hard.
So 4-0 here. 30 seconds left. Doom trying to play it across. Out in front. A shot just going wide. Fuji. YYRL. Doom. Moving it out for Fat Hubert. Hubert. Across the pitch. 8 seconds left. Trying to at least break the shutout here is Fat Hubert. Going off the corner. Doom. Again, feeding it across to Fat Hubert to Doom, and it can't go in. So Franklin Storm shutting out Irvine Dragons here in game 5. And we'll go into game 6 with a chance to win it all.
Man, I wish these players would stay here just a little longer so we could see those stats, but man, these players are playing so good right now.
Yeah, and I was reading the chat right now. A lot of people were saying that they think it's the servers that are giving these guys, you know, their advantage. But I do have to say, those 2 games that the Irvine Dragons played when they were on their servers, they actually, it was really close. It was pretty close. So anybody could have won those games. So I have to say, I'm not going to take anything away from these players. They have been playing excellent league so far. And coming into this game 6, it's just going to be a matter of resetting yourself mentally and getting ready to play some ball. So if you're the Franklin Storm coming into game 6, knowing that you have to play on their servers, and you want to close this thing out, what are you telling your players?
I'm telling them, just play your heart out. Do not worry about anything else. Just focus in there and have fun. You've done this all before. You know what you have to do. Get in there, play with confidence, and smile the whole way through.
Now Fuji trying to play it down. Yags back down into the corner. Off the backboard, and a rebound out in front. And that one will be played across. Fuji holding it in. Again, a shot and a good save by YY. Yags through the corner. Trying to center it out in front, and Fat Hubert turning that one away. Doom bouncing it out in front. And now Fat Hubert. They'll play that one down. Out across. And a shot turned away by Fuji. Yags. A shot. Fat Hubert. Able to clear it all the way back down. And a shot. He scores! Fuji! And it's 1-0 Irvine.
From across the field.
That shot had eyes. That had real eyes for the net. And now, a minute in, Irvine Dragons up by 1. Fuji off the side of the net. And a rebound out in front! And a good save by YY. Yags trying to double it up. That Hubert down low. Washed. We'll try to clear that one. Doom not able to hold it in. YY going across the net. And now we go with the Irvine Dragons coming back the other way. That gets challenged. And Yags with a chance. And a good challenge save. And a rebound. Scores! Yags! And this game's tied. That was real. That was a weird play. I have to look at it a third time to even see what happened. That went right off the wall. That went right off the wall and in. That was a great play by Yags. And I'm sure if you asked him, it was all set and it was all planned. As Shenane with a shot on the goal mouth and a rebound scores! YY 3-11 and it's 2-1 Franklin.
Scary moment there. Doom misreads the bounce on the ball. YY picks it up, giving the Franklin Storm a 2-1 lead going in here. 3 minutes, 11 seconds on the clock. Both these teams playing at their absolute peak here.
Man, you know what? Looking at the chat right now, saying that Yags is a potato. Dude, that dude is a fully loaded potato with chives and sour cream, man. He is playing out of his mind. That dude is crazy. And now Doom will play it down. Out in front, and YY scores! What a good play! Doom tried to spoil it. Yags sent it out to YY, and that was a one-time double-tap goal.
Right now, the Irvine Dragons need to take a deep breath, compose themselves, and just play, stay in the play, stay in the moment. Just don't think about the scoreboard. Don't think about about the prior plays or the game set count. Just stay in the moment and play right there and then. Keep all your focus right here.
As Fuji tried to shoot it, it was labeled for the top right. You had 3 defenders there blocking it away, and now Washinene, a shot will be sent wide. YY sending it out to Cross. Yags not able to find it. Washinene to YY. 2 minutes 12 left. Trying to get it out in front, and that's a good demolition. Both YY and Washinene got demos on that play.
Somehow both two Franklin Storm members getting demoed, but YY still on his own, keeping the pressure on to the Irvine Dragons. You know, that was an opportunity for the Irvine Dragons to clear it downfield, but YY doing a great job holding it, keeping it in play down there while their team respawns.
Fuji trying to play it down. Doom out in front, a shot, he scores! Yags again with the goal, showing out for these Franklin Storm. It is 4-1 here in game number 6.
Oh, that looks like an accidental own goal there from Fuji.
Game is 4-1, but far from over, as Fat Hubert sends it down into the corner, trying to give it across. Fuji a shot, and that will be sent aside. Fuji not able to find it, and a shot lobbed in, scores! Yags hat-trick goal! 5-1 Franklin. And if you needed another case for the kid, there it is. Yags showing why he is a standout player for these Franklin Storm.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams could just make amazing highlight reels out of this series alone. Yags and YY out here just going absolutely crazy. Shenane with just amazing passes to their teammates here, being such an enabler for them.
Yags, backhand pass. We'll hold it back in his own zone. Fuji trying to turn it around. Doom down to the corner. Bumped along. Fat Hubert trying to play it. And now that will be guided out in front. Trying to lead it, and now Fuji not able to find it. 41 seconds left. Shinane getting a shot, and that one's tipped wide. 36 seconds. Fuji. We'll try to clear that one back up.
Franklin, you know, they're getting close. They're getting the kid-appropriate apple cider. They're about to pop it open here. 20 seconds left from a grand finals victory as they go up 6-1 in game 6 of the series.
Kid-appropriate apple cider. I love it. I love it. Enjoy the cider, boys. You earned it. It started with a series sweep against a fellow Franklin team in the stealth, continued against the Hanover Horde, and suffering their first loss against the Malcolm Heroes. 2 losses here, about to go 12-3. 5 seconds, 4, and can you celebrate yet? 1 second left to go. All they need to do is kill it. They want to soak it in, and now the Franklin Storm are your regional champions.
Congratulations to the Franklin Storm. You guys played your hearts out there. I don't think I've ever seen anybody push you guys that hard. That was an amazing, amazing series. And congratulations to the Irvine Dragons. You guys really showed your mettle, not just mechanically, but mentally. You guys stayed in there as you guys went down 2-0 and brought it back to, and we're looking to make this a really amazing competitive series, and you guys did it. So really great job, Irvine Dragons. You guys adapted. You guys showed that you guys are more than just mechanical skill, and you guys can absolutely play up there with the best of the best. Franklin Storm, of course, amazing job to the entire team there. And to the coaching staff that I'm sure have nurtured these talents into what they've become. Fantastic job all around to these locations. You guys have done an amazing job.
Yeah, kind of bummed out. My the hometown Californians just couldn't get it done, but it's nothing to hang your head about. These Franklin Storm, they're a machine. You had Yags, YY, Washinane. You don't get a break with these guys. They keep pounding and pounding, haymaker after haymaker. And these shots that they're showing, that they're throwing it on net, they're almost impossible to stop. So for the Franklin Storm, you guys are as dominant as you ever were. So congratulations on a well-deserved 12-3 championship here for the regionals. And for the Irvine Dragons, you guys put up a good fight. You forced it to 6, 2 overtime wins, and congratulations to you.
But the action... Oh, sorry. The action isn't over yet. There's still more amazing XP League Regionals action to be had. Real quick before we go ahead and host the Valorant channel, I want to shout out one more time to Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Check the link in the chat to donate if you have the ability, or share the link to donate. We are looking to raise $1,000 for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So if you have the ability to, oh, that's the wrong video. If you have the ability to donate, please do so. We're going to be looking to raise money for this amazing, amazing cause.
All right. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching here today. And again, thank you so much for supporting the LLS. Again, LLS is determined to make a treatment options accessible for every patient, prevent discrimination against cancer patients based on race or other factors. And again, you can contact LLS for one-on-one support at 800-955-4527. That's 800-955-4527, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, or live by chat and email at lls.org.
All right, we'll be right back with some Valorant action. We'll be hosting them right now. So if you want to go check out some Valorant action, you can head over to twitch.tv/XPLHQ, or you can keep it right here. We'll be hosting them in just a second, right after this word from Tiltify.
Against cancer? Well, good news, creators. Now you can fight back while you stream. Thanks to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, the world's largest nonprofit in the war against blood cancer.
My name is William Yank. I'm a 23-year-old, 3-time leukemia survivor. One evening, my roommate was trying to talk to me, and I responded to him in a delirium of mess and confusion, and he said, we're going to the ER immediately. And came back with leukemia. They started me on chemos, they started me on a bunch of antibiotics, but the chemo wasn't exactly working. So my oncologist decided that he wanted to try me with CAR T-cell therapy. And it worked. Leukemia Lymphoma Society was